Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing, 1 2 1 2. If you guys can hear me, can you put a, well, I think you can hear me. Sanjeev, can you come up real quickly? I need to see if I can hear people. Let's see. I know they can hear me, but I can't. I need somebody to come up to see if I can hear you. Okay. Big Steve, can you hear me? Big Steve.
Yeah, I can hear you.
How does it sound? Testing, 1 2
Terrible.
1 2. It sounds what?
Terrible.
Really?
You need to invest in a better one.
How's that? Is that better?
Yes. What are you working on over there? Your head is down. Let's see the top of your head.
Okay, let's focus on the sound real quick. How does it sound?
Okay.
Does it sound normal?
Yeah, but I got it turned up and it sounds low.
All right, how does that? Hello? Testing, 1 2 1 2. How does that sound?
It sounds low.
Still low?
Yes.
How's that? Is that better? Big Steve.
Yeah, you still sound low, my friend. It's like you know how you were before. You're very loud. Like I got my phone turned all the way up, and it's hard to hear you.
Really?
Yes, and I'm not even in the car. I mean, I'm not. I don't have you on Bluetooth or anything. I'm just talking from the phone perspective.
I don't know what else.
It sounds lower than normal. Because usually, my kids can hear you from in the next room yelling at me.
Okay, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
I don't know what it is about that particular device you're using, but it's not as clear and the sound is not as crisp yet, or protrudes, or comes out as loud as the other device you use. The other device you use is a clip-on, right? Well, all of a sudden now you want to be a DJ.
How does that sound, Steve?
That's better.
That's better?
Yeah, that's loud.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's way different.
I think it's the mic. I'm having I think it's the mic.
Yeah, you sound way different than before.
Okay. I sound normal.
Yes. Like the other one sounded like you was down the hallway.
All right. Now let me see. Did you hear this right here? Do you hear that?
Hear what? No, I don't hear anything.
Okay, that's not for you. Okay. All right, I'm still testing out new equipment. We'll get it together eventually. Trying to get it all straightened out. All right, cool. What's going on with you today?
No, I'm just chilling, man. On the north side of town, just Had to come to my doctor's appointment, get checked out, my blood type, my cholesterol and all that. So
Okay, good. That's good. I'm glad to
got
see that
blood
you're
every
taking
4
care of
months.
yourself.
And listen, I'm on there.
All
I
right.
have lived longer, and I have left to live. So I'm trying to enjoy it.
Right, absolutely. More years behind you than you have ahead of you.
I'm on that
I'm
down
I,
slope, bro. I'm on the down
I'm
slope.
don't worry, I'm in the same boat.
You're on the downswing too.
I
You
don't know
guys
about
crying about
downswing.
being old?
I don't know about a downswing, but I definitely have more
That
years
means
ahead. I mean, behind me than I have ahead of me.
when you climb that hill to the 50, now you're on the other side, and now you're descending.
I mean,
I'm not sure
okay,
what pace you're going to descend, but it's going to be a pace that you will not be the same Denali today that you are in 10 more years.
that's true. That's why Joe Biden probably should step down.
Oh my God, there you go. Right?
The back nine of life.
The back nine. That's a nice one. Montana. You back in Montana?
Yeah, I made it back to the ranch.
You back in?
Okay.
Are you in Glendive?
Oh, I'm up in. I live at about almost 7,000 feet up in Deer Lodge National Forest.
Oh,
No
you're
neighbors.
north. You're north. Okay.
Yeah, I'm south of Butte actually.
Oh, you're what? You're south of Butte?
Yeah,
Oh, I know where Butte is.
yeah.
I
Don't
came
go
up there to
there. It's gross.
Yeah, I could get up there to go when I went to Williston. I had to come
Okay.
that way.
Yeah, you guys aren't old.
What you talking about?
I think Denali's probably on about hole 9 in the.
And where you at, Montana? In that notch?
Oh shit! I'm probably about hole 11.
He said you're on the back nine, Denali.
Oh, I'm on the back 9.
You're on
I
the back
enjoy it.
nine.
I get better with age, though.
Yeah, I mean, most time men do get better with age. So
Hey, I
hold on,
figured
hold
out
on,
who
hold
I'm voting for.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah.
What happened?
I can't do the whole lesser of two evils thing.
Oh, okay.
And I listened to RFK, and I know everyone thinks he's a kook. I listened to him for driving back here to Montana for about 3 hours on his podcast.
He's not a cougar.
I
right?
just can't vote for the lesser of two evils. I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden. I'm going to vote for RFK.
really,
And I know it's a throwaway vote, but maybe, I don't know. I just can't vote for him.
wow. Well, let's let Sugar Britches get in here. How you doing, Miss Sugar Britches?
How are you, Mr.Denali?
I am doing well. I am fired up and ready to go. Let me just say that right now,
Yeah.
fired up and ready to go.
Okay, but why do we have people up in the box besides Big Steve? Because I know you were testing out equipment and you only have 224 likes.
I know. I messed up. I was trying to test this out, and then I saw Montana. You know how I get. I know I need to do better, and I will do better.
Miss Sugar Bridges came in here to scold you. Okay.
Yeah, she did.
No, I'm not.
And because
I'm
they
not
tell
here to
me not to
scold you.
let
I'm just
people
here.
up until we get to at least 7.5, 10,000.
Oh,
And
Miss Sugar
sometimes
Bridges
I mess up.
is a producer.
Yeah. Also with the battles, I'm not going into battles enough because the conversation is good and I get caught up. It's me. They're telling me what to do. They're telling me to give me great advice.
Okay.
Sometimes I have not listened to them, but I will begin to listen to them because they do have what's best for the show in mind.
Yeah.
I do too, but they're looking at it different things, and they have to keep me on track. I do love talking to you guys, and they love for me to talk to you, but we still have to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? We need taps, especially since we're a little shadow banned, so that we can push through the shadow ban. We did good yesterday. We ended up with 110,000 likes or something like that, which is fantastic. But we definitely can do better, especially in the beginning. So, the Sugar Britches, go ahead and do your thing there. I'm sorry.
Okay, we've got a little over 25 people in the room. Let's get to tapping. Let's get them up to our first goal of 12.5. We want to do 12.5 each hour. Why, if you enjoy the content that you're hearing, don't forget to gift the panel and don't forget to gift the host. I'll check back in an hour.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Sugar Britches.
See, Big Steve, you got me in trouble.
Wait a minute. see, you got to stop with that, man. That's nonsense.
You got me in trouble, Big Steve.
No, I did. Listen, you said it yourself out of your own mouth. I need to get somebody up here so I can see if they can hear me or not.
I know, but I know, but you know, you're supposed to listen and then get back down. And Montana got in the thing, and yay.
Man, how did Montana get in?
What did I do?
And here come the texts. The texts are rolling in right now. I know what they're going to say.
Wow,
You guys got me in a little bit of hot water.
Are you scared of women?
Mm-hmm.
Are you scared?
Am I what?
This is the part where you said, happy wife, happy life. Are you scared?
No, but they have the best interests, and I need to listen to them.
Okay, who knows your interest better than you?
No. They listen. No. I mean, listen, you know what marriage is like? Marriage is like a tennis match. Sometimes your wife is strong, sometimes you're strong. And you can be her wing person, and you can be her wing person. And with the producers, they have my best interests. Even sometimes they try to protect me from myself. So I do adhere to them, especially Miss Sugar Riches and Miss Lolo, Mr. MCM, One Live, and everybody else who helps put the show together. So, I have to do better at listening.
I want you to know that you also told me a untruth.
What's that?
So the untruth was told on Sunday.
Sunday,
you told me an untruth. Sunday, I was informed of something.
Yeah.
Monday, it became an untruth.
How so?
Well, I was told I was receiving something on Sunday.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Wait a minute. Today is Wednesday.
Oh, did I give a date when you would get it? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that orange on top of my head. Did I tell you the day?
So, yes, sir. I wouldn't be bringing it up if you did.
Well, that's my apologies. And I should not have given you a day. You are going to receive that document. I promise you're going to receive it. Okay?
What day?
See, again, you're trying to put me in a box.
No. Because once you did it once, you got to do it again. You can't stop.
No. I'm going to listen. You're going to have it very, very, very soon. How about that? Okay. That is a promise. Okay. All right. So.
How you doing, Montana? This would happen.
No, I'm not doing it anyway. I'm telling you the truth. I'm giving you. Listen, everybody in the chat, please go ahead and tap the screen. If we do.
I used to use that excuse all the time, the check in the mail.
If we do a quick power tap, we can get up to that 12.5K that we got to do per hour. We also want to hit 2 gift goals per hour. I don't think these things are unreasonable, okay? So I need your help. Mr.DenaliXXL needs your help. Please tap the screen and let's go ahead and get this done, okay? I'd make Denali tap if he had thumbs. If he had thumbs, he'd be tapping on my other phone. But he doesn't have thumbs. So if Denali is possibly to do if he had a thumb, I know everybody in the chat, I'm assuming, has at least one thumb or a finger. Let's go ahead and tap the screen. Nothing against if you are handy capable or anything like that. But if you have all your thumbs and things like that, go ahead and tap the screen, or your pointer finger, whatever you got. Go ahead and tap the screen so we can push this out. Thank you so much. Look at that. Look at Mr. Denali and crew and family getting those likes up. Thank you so much. I really definitely appreciate it. So we were talking about Montana said he's going to vote for RFK. I personally think that's a wasted vote. I like to vote for somebody who has a realistic chance of winning. RFK does not.
I totally agree with the statement that it's a. I won't say. I agree that he doesn't have a chance to win.
Yeah.
However, it's almost like a vote in protest, is what I'm saying. Like
I know, but nobody's paying attention to that.
I understand, but listen.
Who are you protesting to? You and your friends?
A third-party candidate, if they get enough, their agenda can be pushed forward.
All right, okay, go ahead. Okay, I'm just saying my thing. When you don't vote for a reasonable candidate, you vote for somebody who you don't like.
You're making the assumption that Donald Trump and Joe Biden are reasonable candidates. Neither one of them. They're
the only choices you got to win. And when I say reasonable, that's what I mean is reasonable. Okay, yeah, Montana is in Montana, Miss Lolo. Montana, he moved from Seattle because he wasn't happy with the left wing out there, so he moved to Montana.
Hey, but just let me state this because people get mad because I'm here. My
Who
great
gets mad because you're here? Who gets
Oh
mad?
my! When I drive my car out here with my plates on it,
Yeah.
boy, don't stop at the gas station. They get mad because you moved to Montana. A lot of the people that have lived here for a long time.
Oh, they're trying to make it a quiet. They don't want anybody to know about it.
Correct. But
Got it. I can understand that. I've been in places like that where I don't want anybody to know.
My great grandfather came here from Sweden in 1902.
That's an excellent question, Montana. Miss All Good is asking: is RFK even on the ballot in Montana?
I vote in Washington.
Is Montana on the ballot in Washington?
Is RFK on the ballot?
Excuse me. That's what I mean. It's RFK. I'm sorry.
No, he wasn't originally. I saw, but I think you can write him in. So I'll just write.
You're going to do a write-in, like even more of a wasted vote because he's not even on the ballot. Oh my goodness!
I would vote for you.
It's going to be you. You know what? If his wife lived in Montana, he probably wouldn't get but one vote from you. I mean, see.
Hey, I'd vote for Mr.Denali before I vote for Trump or.
RFK's wife is like Adrian in Rocky 3. You can't win. That's what I think.
So anyways, if I had to vote for either one, it would be Trump. By the way, if I had to. We need.
Well, listen, you know.
Yeah.
RFK is a Trump vote according to Duke Vader. Listen, RFK can't win. You know, I think if Trump was, he probably should have put RFK on the ticket. I think that would guarantee a win. Maybe Biden should. Well, anyway, listen, Biden needs to step down. If you guys saw, Adam Schiff came out and said that he needed to do it, the Democrat from California. So, listen, I think the beat is going to start getting a little louder. It's just been kind of tampered down because of the assassination attempt on Mr. Trump. But I think the drum beat for Biden again is going to get louder here in a little bit. My opinion. Miss Allgood, how you doing, dear? Continue to tap the screen. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. We're at 6 point something. Let's go and get up to that 12.5K for the first hour. Go ahead, Miss Allgood.
Well, I'm voting Trump because there just ain't no other option for me.
Right.
And it's not about what he didn't do or what he did. It's what he has done in the past.
Right.
And he brought us solidarity, and that's my main.
He brought solidarity. Is that what you said?
Solidarity.
Yes.
That's interesting. That's an interesting choice of words.
A hell of an assumption.
No, that's not an assumption. I've seen it. We didn't have the chaos we do now, sir. That's my opinion.
Who's we in the solidarity? Who received solidarity? Who's we?
A lot of the people did. There was no fighting. There was no wars. There was hardly anything going on that we didn't have to worry about day in and day out of what's going to happen to us as people.
Who's we?
Sir, you're not going to question my every move. That was my opinion, and I said it.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to figure out who's we.
Who is we?
I mean, all the people, everybody, not just one
all
individual.
Americans?
Everybody.
All Americans?
All Americans.
That's who is the we? Okay.
That's the we, all Americans.
All right.
All right.
And I wasn't trying to be rude. I apologize if you took it the wrong way.
No, I get it too. It's just sometimes you got to be careful, which way somebody's going to come at you. So I'm always, but it's, what I mean was we didn't have the fighting going on. I mean, and if it was, it might be very little. There was not a lot of issues and drama that we're facing now as a nation and as people. I'm talking about True Baby. I'm talking about when it was 2016, and even in the 90s, we had no issues back in the 90s.
What?
We had no chaos back in the 90s.
Hey, did you remember L.A. riots?
I remember the wars.
Remember L.A. riots? Those sucked.
I was too young to even,
there was some chaos going on. I was not that young.
I didn't watch a lot of the news, I will be honest with you. I was just told, and You know,
Oh,
not
I
like
saw
I
it.
watch it. Not like I watch it now.
Oh, I just tell you, there was some serious chaos in the 90s.
Well, I know there was the war with Hussein. I know there was the other war, but
Oh,
I don't remember a lot of the chaos if there was any.
shoot. Go watch the LA. Go watch
I didn't. I
check
never
out
knew
the
about
LA
the
riots, man. That was a trip.
I didn't know about the LA riot. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I didn't study it like I do now, and I want to be informed.
Yeah. Check it out.
I will. Thank
You'll be
you.
more informed.
I was
Why
like,
did the LA riots happen? It happened because of Rodney King.
I remember hearing of it, but I did not hear about that.
You remember Rodney King?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Well, that spilled over when they got acquitted in Simi Valley, which I'm not sure how far Simi Valley is from LA,
Pretty
but
close.
pretty close. So they were acquitted, the cops that were assaulted and I mean basically beat Rodney King to an inch of his life, and
Wow.
they were acquitted. They were found not guilty.
They should have been found guilty, if you ask me.
Sure, 100%. Allegations of that, with video evidence. I think that was the first time we really saw a video of something that we weren't supposed to see, kind of something behind the scenes, and it came out. Guy had a camcorder, old school, I assume. I don't think it was on a phone, and yeah, got leaked. And the way they did it, the way they did Rodney King, I mean, that was a tragedy. And they,
And Mr. Big Steve,
Mr. Duke, come on, Mr. Duke, stop it.
I was in my
Duke,
in
look,
high
Duke
school.
Vader said the cops were in the right. Oh my goodness, Duke, come on, brother. I
I
like
was
you,
in
brother, but come on.
I was in high school when all that was going on, and I was honest. I was into boys and whatever else I can get into. I didn't worry about stuff like that.
I could
Oh,
explain. I could explain what happened to the riots after
you can
Rodney.
explain?
Yeah, I left. Yeah, I
Ramon, how
left.
you doing? You're back, huh?
I'm back.
Good to see you. Where you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I'm just trying to lay low.
You
You
laying
know,
low? Are you running from the police?
not yet.
Are you getting into good trouble?
No good trouble, man. I'm too old to be in trouble now.
I want to play something for you all. You guys let me know. If you went on my page, I had an interaction with a gentleman a couple of days ago. I'm going to play it for you guys. Give me 1 second. One second. Sorry. I should have been more ready, more prepared. All right, here we go. You know what I mean? I'm a straightforward guy. I'm not gonna fucking ever deviate from being straightforward, and you are too. And I can tell, and I love it. You know what I mean? But we gotta find a happy medium, bro, in these TikTok lives and these TikTok streets. If not, it's gonna cause more division. You know what I mean? And go ahead, bro. Say what you gotta say, and then after that we go to brother Alex. Sorry, Alex, for the last. Yeah, I just the reason I started doing this show is because I wanted to bring everybody together. As I've said on my live many times, I'm the most inclusive. I have everybody come my live, MAGA, Democrat, Republican, Socialist, Neocon, MAGA. It doesn't matter. Everybody has a voice over there. The only time I stop anybody is if I hear misinformation or hate speech. So I think it's wrong, number one, to say that I'm pushing some kind of racist rhetoric. I've only talked about George Floyd one time. That was it. And I think that, words matter. And I didn't come in here to have push any kind of racist rhetoric, because the last thing I am is a racist. No one has ever called me a racist before. The first time is you saying I'm a racist. And I think that's wrong, because you don't know me and I don't know you. And it's fine. But to say because I say that he wouldn't have done that to a dog doesn't mean that I'm a racist. I said it should be that it was wrong, period. And that's not it, brother. Don't do that. That's not it. If you would have done it to a dog, of course you would have. Gary fucking T, he would have. Because he did it to a human. The dog is too easy. But you got to read. But when you came in here, we didn't have to talk about George Floyd. But that's what happened yesterday.
Wait, doesn't matter. When you came in,
I was just
what's up, Danger?
what happened yesterday.
You said, what's up, Danger? I said, what's up, brother? Yeah. And you said, sorry about yesterday, bro. I said, nah, don't worry about that. We move forward.
I said we got off on the wrong. I said we got off on the wrong foot.
Don't worry about that. Let's move forward, right?
No, but
and then you said George Floyd,
right?
So you brought it back up.
I did.
We didn't have to talk about that. It was. I know, but we put that shit behind us.
No, well, because the rhetoric is still there, as you saw it came out. And now you
tomorrow when I wake up, brother. When I wake up,
let him talk, bro. Let him finish.
Tomorrow when we wake up, because the shit that you're pushing, bro, is racist.
Tell me what I'm pushing.
Rhetoric. Everything that you're doing.
No, tell me what I'm pushing.
Everything what you're doing is.
That's not true because I have the most inclusive life. I'm not a racist.
Okay, no, so do I.
No, what I'm saying is
the same kind of life you push, the same kind of life I push.
Why would you say it's racist then?
Because you went into one subject and you fucking made sure that you push that fucker to where you're trying to drive me out of my own life, bro.
Drive you out?
Yes, you were trying to push me and embarrass me.
Are you
the crowd? And you're trying to fucking bro.
Now, are you playing victim?
No, I'm not a victim.
Well, you just said you're a victim.
Here now. If you're talking about Hawaiian stuff, I'm a fucking victim.
No, I'm saying
talking about regular American stuff.
No, I'm not
a victim.
What I'm saying is, you said I came in and pushed you to do something. So, are you a victim?
Yeah,
am I victimizing you?
No, you're not victimizing me, but you're pushing the life to where you want to push it, and I'm biting back on you, and you fucking think I'm wrong because I'm saying what I'm saying. You're you're trying to push a life in your fucking narrative. Did I go to your life and ever do that to you? Even though when I jumped in your life,
you said you did in my life.
When I jumped in, but still,
I don't know you to know if that's you in here.
But still, your life, I jumped up.
Yeah. Why?
That's not my life.
Why?
That's not my space.
Tell me what
that's not my space. That's not my space and my belief.
I know. Tell me
that's
what.
That's not my space and my belief. I'm telling you, that's not my space. And
no, tell me what I was talking about that said a racist rhetoric.
That's not my space. That's not my space and my belief to push you in your life to what you're trying to do. If that's what you're trying to do in your life, certain things that certain subjects, certain people in there, they're getting bashed. Hey, that's what you do.
What do you mean bash? What are you talking about?
Let him fucking finish.
I don't know.
Okay, listen, Dane. Can I just say one thing, Dane?
That's what I mean by you trying to fucking push your narrative.
Can I just say what I'm
saying right now?
No, Dane. You said that my live is a racist live.
No, I didn't say that. I said at that live that I went in, it was a racist. That you were pushing racist stuff.
Tell me what I was pushing that was racist.
You was letting people. You were allowing people to tell Rax. I just gonna say her name. Rax. You was allowing Rax.
Rax.
Yeah, Rax. You know who Rax.
I don't know what Rax are.
Okay. If you don't know who she is, it is what it is.
Right. Listen. Hang on. Let me say this. I asked
me a question. I tried to see. This is why.
No, I know.
You don't like it, so you're gonna thrive and you go. No, I'm push until you get your shit out.
Can I just say one thing?
Let him talk.
Rax.
This is how you do it. Go ahead.
Stacy and Janae were in my live. Rax came in and she made a charge against Janae. I asked Rax, do you have audio evidence that Janae has said something that was negative? And she said no. And I said, well,
you didn't say that. You didn't say that. I was in your life. You didn't say that. Automatically, you
that was a different life. Stacey already told me that was a different life.
Yeah.
Stacey said that you said that on a different life.
Said what?
In that life. I was in that life.
Right. And I've only talked to Rax twice. One time on my live and one time on Stacey's live. When
Stacey and Janae called me in there, right? My this is my point. Whatever happened in that life. I didn't jump in.
But truth matters, though.
It does matter. And I didn't jump in and tell you, bro, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I jumped out. I jumped in. I listened. I watched the comments. I watched how everything went. I watched them get fucking depleted in there. So once they jump in their life like that, and they don't like the forwardness, you know what I mean? I'm a straightforward guy. I don't fucking ever.
This guy is calling me a racist. One of the most inclusive lives here on TikTok, in my opinion, where I let everybody have a say. And then we had part 2, and I'm going to play it right now. Straight down the middle and deal with facts.
The point is, about your life. I have a conversation with you between what me and you went through.
No, I was just trying to.
How you show your life is how you do your life.
What I'm saying is, I was trying to explain myself of who I am because you don't know me, I don't know you.
but I'm not this guy that you think I'm. Because you called me a racist, which I think is wrong. Because you don't know.
No, you are.
Okay, you're gonna stand on that.
White man deserves a statue for a knee on his neck.
Did you stop? Did you stop? Did you stop in your life? Did you stop all the people in the comments and all the people that fucking was in your life from calling them a racist? Did you stop it? Did you say stop?
You were racist.
Did you tell your life? Did you tell your life?
First of all, you know you can't control.
Did you tell your life? Did you tell your life? See, here we go. See, you're trying to cut me off. You're trying to control this life like your life. Did you have conviction and tell your life, hold, everybody stop. These two guys are not racist. What are you guys doing in here? Did you do that?
First of all, what I said,
it's yes or no, bro.
Yes.
No, you fucking didn't.
No, you didn't. I asked Pat if she. I asked. Okay, are you gonna let me say what I need to say? Or am I gonna lie in front of you? You gonna lie right now? You gonna lie right now? I asked Rax, do you have audio evidence of Janae saying something?
You a victim now. No. You're the victim.
I'm a victim? You're the victim. You said I made you do something.
You are.
I was a grown-ass man going to do anything.
You don't have the wrong ears to hear you.
Sir, how is a grown man going to make you do something? You said I made you do something.
You're a victim. You didn't make me do shit.
Please, I'm the furthest thing.
You didn't make me do shit.
You said it. You said you came in here. You made me say this and that. Oh my God!
No.
No.
You came in here. You coming in here. I didn't say you made me.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I said.
Are you in control of yourself?
You coming in here and you trying to push your own narrative. You trying to control this motherfucker. But you're getting mad at me because you can't do it. Because you so used to be on your life. You used to be on your life. Being a judge and the executioner.
Look at Vegas conservative. Look at Vegas conservative. Do you know Vegas conservative? I'm sure he comes in here. He knows you because he's calling you off by name.
Who cares? I'm talking to you.
Sir, I'm the furthest thing from
racist. I'm talking to you. I don't care.
You don't know who I am, sir.
Are you not understanding on purpose?
On purpose of what? If someone's going to call me racist,
are you acting dumb?
If someone is going to call, if someone,
look, you guys follow.
Vegas conservative is Hawaiian.
What you guys
He's
follow?
in your chat. He's in your comments right now. He's in my life all the time.
I don't give a fuck who's in your life. I'm talking to you.
Sure, and I'm not a racist.
You are a racist.
Because you say so?
Because I know so.
Oh, how do you know?
Because your ass is fucking racist. That's what's up.
Based on what?
Based on your actions.
What actions, sir?
You're a fucking racist.
No, what actions have I displayed that tells you I'm a racist?
So why are you not racist?
Because I have the most inclusive live on TikTok. That's why.
You don't, bro.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Hey, buddy.
So when you say I'm something, you say I have the proof. You're making the charge. You're making the charge.
Here. You had your life. I got called into your life, right? I never been in your life.
I don't know you.
But listen, I came into your life. Prior to that, you was on my life. We gave you a platform, bro.
The fuck is he talking about? Gave me a platform.
See, here we go. You gonna let me explain or no? Prior to me jumping, yes. No, you came into my life prior to that.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, I remember you. You came into my life.
I spoke to you.
You spoke in the panel.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Sir, I've only been on your live twice.
I bet you $1,000 right now. You did.
I've only been in your life. I've only been in your life.
Maybe not this life, but my other piece, my regular piece.
Sir, the first time I ever spoke to you was yesterday.
See this guy? Deflect. You can't shut the fuck up.
Do you have
what I mean?
Do you have the audio or the video evidence?
I have the fucking audio, bro.
Okay, bring it out.
Listen. No. I mean, right now I can't bring it out.
But not now. Tomorrow.
I know who you are, but listen.
Oh, now before you said you didn't know me. Now you know me?
Oh, no. What do you mean?
You said you didn't know me until
I've never been in your life.
You said that you
I said I've never been in your life until the other day. It's not I never knew you. I never been in your life.
You know who I am?
Oh man, what, you want to be relevant like that?
No, I'm saying, do you know who I am?
We gotta know who you are. Do you know who I am?
No, you said that you didn't know me. You said you didn't know me.
No, I didn't. I said I've never been in your life until the other day, but I know who you was. Because you came in my panel.
And what I said?
You came in my panel, and we was talking, I forget what the fuck we was talking about, but fucking Angel is the one who told me, hey, remember when this guy came in? Mr.Denali, blah, 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 and then Stacey always talks about you, and then she brought you in a few weeks ago, right? So now, check this out.
Sir, I'm not a racist. That's the funny thing you keep saying.
No, listen. No, you are. You're fucking.
I'm not. What did I do to make you think I'm a racist?
You're a racist. You are. You're a racist.
You know, do things straight down the middle and deal with.
So this guy John, what is his name anyway? What is this guy's name? Excuse me. Dane something or other is going to say what he's going to say to me. I mean, absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion.
Well, to me, I think you never were racist to me. I think you're not a racist person. I think you're a very equal person. You judge everybody for who they are, not by their color. You know, you treated me good. I have nothing to say things bad about you or nothing. You know, you look at everybody's opinion, and that's a great thing.
You didn't ask one question to just dispel the myth. He kept calling you a racist when it would have just took one simple question. Racist.
Exactly.
Racist against whom?
I don't know who you were. That's the point. What person?
I'm a racist against whom? Answer that question. Who am I racist against?
Yeah, Mr. Dane calling your ass out. That's who I'm calling out. Your ass, Mr. Dane something or other from Hawaii. You got you yapping all the time. Yap. And you're a liar. You've never been over here. You don't know me. Yo, no, I know you. No, he started my platform. What is he talking about? Absolutely ridiculous.
Did you stop in your life?
You know, I want to address Montana about the riots.
Go ahead.
Okay. You know it was because of Rodney King, right?
Yeah.
Also, you know it was because the way the verdict came out for those police.
Yep.
Okay. Where did they hold the court at?
Simi Valley.
Okay, Simi Valley. You know Simi Valley is 99, almost 95% LAPD.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah. I live by there.
Oh,
and
okay.
everybody is related to LAPD.
Oh, really?
There's some weird stuff going on at LAPD. Remember all those tattoos they were getting?
Yeah, but that's why they rioted. They already knew the fix was over there.
Yep.
So that's why people already knew. That's why they took them to federal court and they were prosecuted.
That's the way to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, they took them to regular court. So that's why the riots happened. You know, it wasn't fair. It was already rigged by. They walked into that courtroom. They already knew they were going to win.
The fix was in, huh, Ramon?
Yes, sir. Come on, somebody on all those juries. Somebody had family on LAPD.
Yep.
Absolutely ridiculous. That was the first case we saw of police brutality, and you know, people have been saying that. People in my community, I'm sure in your community, Mr. Ramon, and nobody believed it.
Yeah,
cameras always show the truth. Go ahead, sir.
We seen it, and that's what happened. You know, people were tired of it because LAPD were using us as piñatas.
Yeah, there was no accountability, you know, down there. I think there is more now. Like people. Ramon, you're probably my age, or you know, and I'm telling you, back then, man, there was some crazy stuff going on. That was a lot worse than stuff. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah, and exactly, sir. You're right. You know, they caught it on a videotape. Just imagine, that's just one incident. Just imagine how many in LA County.
Major.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have to go because I got to go pick up, and I just wanted to call you. Thank you for letting me in, Montana, and everybody.
No problem, Ramon. You're always welcome, sir. I appreciate you coming on up.
You always a great man to me, man. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
Who is Stacy?
Stacy is the young lady from Boston. She comes in here. She's always got the Congress hearings and the videos, and I mean, oh my God, those videos.
I noticed that he said Stacy and them called him up there. You know, so I was wondering what their position was and what kind of like information they were sharing or giving to him for him to have such a strong opinion about somebody they don't even know.
Well, Janae and Stacy were in over there a couple days ago, like maybe last week, and someone named Raxy came in and followed them, and a guy named Super Dad came in here and said that George Floyd was unalive because of fentanyl, and I jumped all over him, and he didn't like it. And then somebody said, well, Janae does the same thing, and da-da-da. And I asked for a video or audio evidence of that. And this person said they had none. This Miss Raxy 2.0 said that she had none, but she had people. And I said, well, you know, you could put a charge on Janae if you like to, you know. But it just got kind of crazy, and I kind of just let it go. And that's how that came about. And I didn't know this guy, Dane. Stacy was in a live, and I went in there, and it was his live. I never seen the guy before, and we had an exchange that went left on Monday, and then it spilled over into Tuesday, and that's what you heard yesterday. Was I went up in there, I think 3 times, and tried to have a conversation, and it just didn't go well, and then I became the racist and everything else like that, and I tried to find out where you're getting this from. As you heard, you know. He didn't have anything concrete to say. It was all bluster.
I mean, if you lay a charge to somebody, you're a racist. Okay, that's how you feel. All right, who am I racist against? Like, you got to tell me something. You got to give me some more information.
Well, you heard I asked him plenty times. He didn't have anything. I mean, this platform, I'm pretty inclusive. I think many people, only 2 people have been banned from this platform. And we know the 2 people and what they did, and but everybody else is welcome. You know, it's not always the warmest of welcomes, but they're able to come up and say what they need to say. And if I have something to say, I will say it in the Mr.DenaliXXL way. Everybody doesn't agree with my way, and that's fine. They don't have to. I've told many people, I didn't ask you to come. You can come or go. It's up to you. You push the button to come up, and if you push the button to come up, and trust me, I keep receipts. So I keep receipts. It's in my head. No one knows the receipts, but I keep them. Trust me. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle. Michelle was in that live, and she heard the despicable behavior by this guy named Dane. He's a victim. I gave him the hotline in Hawaii to the victim hotline so he can call to get some help since he's a victim. Since he got victimized by Mr. Denali, here's the helpline. Go ahead and call them up, and maybe they can give you some counseling and get you back straight. Hey, Keith, thank you so much. That's what I say. Because if I did something, I'm going to give you the resources to get some help. Thank you so much, Mr. Keith. That's who I am. So you can come on and call the number in Hawaii. It's in Maui. It's a lot of different counties in Hawaii, and you can get you some help since you are a victim. Him, Silent something or other, Devon, and Keontae. Keontae, the lady in there, she's got a lot to say as well. A lot to say about George Floyd. I'm not going to allow it in here for anyone to say anything about George Floyd, that he was unalive by fentanyl. And you're not going to exclude the 9 minutes that Derek Chauvin had his knee on his neck. Not going to excuse, and I say it, I've been saying it since then, that Derek Chauvin would not, not done that to a dog. He would not have done it. No one would sit there with a dog whimpering and crying out for help in a dog's way, and you continue to have your neck on, you would have more sympathy for a dog, and so would those other 3 officers that were over there. He's an animal. He's an evil person. He deserves whatever happens to him in prison. That's it. And if anybody has anything else to say, I suggest you step up here and you come up here and you tell me how I'm wrong. Derek Chauvin did not know that he had fentanyl in his system. That's not why he had his knee on his neck. Give me a break. Stop it. It's ridiculous. It should be Derek Chauvin was wrong. Point, period. That's it. Don't but, no comma, period. And that's it. Now, if you have we had a guy up yesterday, Valdez, who said something disparaging about our good friend, Miss Caroline, and I dealt with him. It's on the page. You can see it. Talked about Miss Caroline in such a disparaging way. I had to deal with him. And he came up yesterday. He had some stuff for George Floyd as well. And we dealt with him, let him know how he was wrong. He was a little bit more sensible, even though he had nonsense to talk about George Floyd. And I'm not trying to make George Floyd out to be some hero, because he had a very checkered past, absolutely, the pregnant woman and drugs and things like that. But he did not, not deserve to be unalived in such a fashion as he was calling out for his mother, and he soiled himself. And I looked in Derek Chauvin's eyes. I remember like it was yesterday. I was in Florida on vacation with my girlfriend and my son. And I remember that look on his face, and he dug deeper as the knee went into his neck as the man was calling out for his mother, asking for help. And no one gave him any help, especially those 4 officers. And they're just as guilty as Derek Chauvin, in my opinion. That's it. And if you have anything other than that to say, I suggest you come on up and we can have a conversation about it. Dane from Hawaii, or anybody else, Super Dad, Silent Scope, Keontae, any of y'all that are over there in that room, and you have anything to say about Mr. Floyd, about how he was unalive, I suggest you step up here, come on up to the principal's office, and we can have a conversation. Other than that, shut your trap. That's what I say. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. No, who is this person now? See, now this is what I'm talking about. This is when I get fired up. The champ, I know you were over there yesterday yapping. I heard you. You think I didn't hear you? You had a lot to say. All you got to do is push the button and come on up and have a conversation. Don't yap in the comments. Come on up, Mr. Champ something or other. Mr. Denali will make you famous. You got a lot to say. Here he is right now. Let's see what this joker has to say. The champ. Now you got a lot to say in the comments. I see, right, Mr. Champ? What are you yapping about in the comments about George Floyd? Be quiet while I'm talking. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. You push the button. You can get your ass out of here too. That's what you can do. If you don't like the rules over here, you can go. You can go if you don't like the rules. The rules are, if you hear my voice, you stop talking.
Why are you crying?
That's what you do, sir. You stop. There's no tears here, sir. This is anger. This is passion, because you don't come over here and say those kind of things. The knee was the reason that George Floyd was unalived. Now, if you want to have a sensible conversation, we can. Here we go. Another emotional man who can't stand up to Mr.DenaliXXL and has to leave. You got a lot to say in the comment. You yap in the comments. If you want to come up here, let's go. Push the button again. I'll boot. Well, I didn't boot you. You left. We'll have a conversation. You all talking all that yapping and yap like a chihuahua. Get down there with a dog father with his chihuahua. He's about to have knee surgery on August the 1st. But before then, he'll let you come over there and you can yap with his chihuahuas. Other than that, come on up. Let's go. Got a lot to say about George Floyd. Ay. Go ahead, Montana. What you want to say?
Oh, I wasn't going to say nothing.
Oh, I saw you come off
I would
online.
let you go. Sorry.
All you want yapping is scream. That's right. I'm not, sir. You can come back up if you like. You ran away. You can come back up and have a conversation, sir, if you like to. You can do it. Push the button, sir. Matter of fact, Miss Sugar Bridges, Miss Lolo, invite Mr. the Champ up. I'd like to have a conversation with him. If he has the guts, if he has the intellect, he can come on up. Invite him up. Give him an invite, and let's see if we can have a conversation. I won't yell. I promise I won't yell. Okay? All right, here we go. Mr. Where is he at? I don't know what happened to him. I pushed the button. Oh, here he is. Here's Mr. the Champ. Let's see. How you doing, Mr.
Done
Champ?
yelling?
I'm done yelling. What you got?
So show me the video where the knee was on his neck.
And I guess your point is that George Floyd was unalive because of fentanyl, right?
Yeah, because I'd like to know how a knee on your shoulder blade. You can ask any pulmonologist. How does that constrict your airway?
Great. Why did Derek Chauvin become guilty and is in prison?
Irrelevant. Show me the video of where his.
What do you mean?
Airway
Like,
was
does
restricted.
evidence? Does the fact that he was found guilty in a
Listen,
court of law
millions of
not matter
people
to
are
you,
thrown
sir?
in prison every day with bullshit evidence.
So he was
That's
innocent, sir?
irrelevant.
Derek Chauvin was innocent?
Show me the video where his airway was restricted.
I don't have it right now, so I'm asking you: is
Pull it
evidence
up.
of the?
So I'm gonna give you
No, I'm
5
saying,
minutes.
sir, sir,
I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get it.
sir,
And we
sir.
can watch
Wait a
it
second,
together.
sir, sir.
We can watch it
Give me a
together.
second, sir. Why was Derek Chauvin found guilty?
Because he was found guilty. What's your point?
No, but do you also you don't believe he is guilty?
No, I don't believe what I seen was what was found in the verdict. No.
I'm saying, do you think that the
Why
evidence
is
that
there
they
why is there 3 different autopsy reports?
no, I'm saying, do you think the
What was
evidence
the
that was
first what
shown?
was the first autopsy report? What
Do
did the
you
first autopsy
okay?
report say?
If we can have a conversation, do you not
Well,
believe
I'm
the
at work,
evidence
so
that
I'm
was
at work, so I got like 5 minutes. So I'm just trying to put some
sir?
talking points on it.
Listen.
What
I've
does the
said what I
first
said.
autopsy report say?
I'd have to listen. Do you trust the legal system?
Not at all.
You don't. How?
Not
What
at all.
legal system? Which legal system would you like to replace ours with?
What?
Which legal system
Oh,
around
so
the
because I
world
don't
would
like
you
it
like?
means I have to have a replacement for it?
If you don't like it, you want to change. Do you want to change?
No, you just stay out the legal system.
Oh, okay.
So what did the
Have
first
you ever been?
autopsy report say?
Have you ever been in the legal system, sir?
I have many a times. Rikers Island,
Oh.
Sing Sing, Comstock.
Oh, is that your record? I don't know what that is.
My previous record.
No, I don't know what do those words you just said mean. What
It
does
was
that
a
mean?
prisons. It was a prisons.
Oh, prisons. Oh. That's your claim to fame or what?
Not my claim to fame. I got
You
a
rattled them
lot
off
to
like
claim to
like you
fame.
rattled off degrees or something.
I've done more than you could imagine.
I don't
More
want to
than you
imagine.
could imagine. Don't talk to
I
claim to
don't.
fame.
I don't want to
My
imagine.
record speaks for itself. I don't
I
sit
don't know
on
what that
TikTok all day.
means. I don't know
Okay?
what that means.
When you've incarcerated 35 pedophiles, you come talk to me. Okay? You let me know.
You've incarcerated 35
I've
pedophiles.
incarcerated 35 pedophiles.
Oh,
to
you're
this
a
day.
police officer.
No.
Informant?
I don't know what that means. You've incarcerated.
I currently in New York City run an organization that stops
Oh.
online trafficking and pedophiles.
I
That's
love
what I
that.
do.
Oh, awesome. That's
That's what I
now
do.
that's good work. I can give you a round of applause for that because you're protecting children from these animals.
I'm not up here looking for like you said, a claim to fame.
No, sir. You said you incarcerated, so I didn't know
Yeah.
what that meant.
I said yeah, and I gave you a list of where I was incarcerated from. That's all.
Gotcha. Okay, so listen. Right now, you're a justice fighter. You're on the front lines fighting child trafficking and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can get behind that 100%. I find it interesting that you don't think that Derek Chauvin was guilty.
Yeah, well, I'll say this: there was a lot of procedures that were done incorrectly, right? But that claim that we're speaking of, when I watched that video, I can't get on board with it.
Okay.
And
So-
for the simple fact that there were 3 different autopsy reports. You had the first initial autopsy report, and then you had 2 private autopsy reports that came back stating what the state said was false, apparently.
Okay.
I have a
Well,
question.
listen. I would imagine that Derek Chauvin's legal counsel, they saw all that, and they I guess there was nothing they could do about it because I guess there was enough evidence other ways to show that Derek Chauvin was guilty, which is why him and his 3 cohorts are all in prison right now.
That's fine. O.J. Simpson was found innocent. I know he did it. You know he did it.
I know he was found not guilty.
Well, listen, we're not gonna play like O.J. didn't do that. We're not gonna play that. But
What do you mean?
what you mean?
I'm going according to what happened in the courtroom. No,
Okay.
I shouldn't do that.
So what about all the men that are exonerated years later? It went on in the courtroom. They were guilty, right?
I know, but I can't go by anything else other than then how do you pick and
Okay,
choose
Doc.
which one is right and which one is wrong?
My opinion was there was no restrictions.
I
to
know,
the
but how
airwaves
do you make that determination?
by watching the video. and
Were
looking
you
at
in the
the autopsy,
courtroom
the
and heard?
first initial
Were you in the
autopsy.
courtroom and heard all the evidence?
I don't need to be in the courtroom to look at a video and read an
Well,
autopsy report.
have you ever served on a jury?
I have.
Okay, I've served on 3. I just did one about 3 weeks ago. So I got
Well,
a
it was a
little
long
bit of
time ago.
knowledge.
I was 20. I'm 40 now. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I just did it three weeks ago. I was juror number 3, another famous juror, another famous number 3, like Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson, and Bobby Hebert. The fact is, I have I haven't been in front of a judge in any kind of criminal case, but I've seen kind of the work, how the sausage is made and how jurors act. I've done it 3 times, so I got a little bit of knowledge. But I appreciate what you do. The fact that you're out keeping children safe, trying to lock up these animals and evil people who are taking away innocence from children. Now that I can get behind 100%. Would you like to give your organization a plug?
No, I don't do that on here. I'm not for all that.
Okay, no problem. Great. Well, listen, we will agree to disagree on the George Floyd thing. And things like that.
Yeah, I just came up because people like to call. You want to get the box? You scared? Nobody's scared to jump on the phone.
No problem. Right. What did you drop the first time?
No, I think I disconnected or something.
Okay, got you. No problem. Listen, if you want to jump up and have a conversation, I'm always open to it. You saw me the other day
we're gonna have this conversation.
Dane.
We'll definitely have this conversation again. I'm at work, but yeah, we'll definitely have this conversation again.
You heard me on Dane's live the other day. After they dropped me, you continue to have conversations with Dane. I think he's wrong to call me a racist.
Well, I don't think I was up there conversating about you.
No, I didn't say you did. I said you heard the conversation. I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying you heard the conversation. I asked him how was I a racist, and he didn't have anything to say. He had 0 evidence. So,
well, I wasn't there for that situation. But did you hear what he said after that?
I got it. I think I listened to a little bit of it, but
he said that he was hoping that things that y'all would be able to work things out, right? And due to his culture, that's something that he needs to do it himself. So he would like to get on a even, Dave's not that kind of dude. I assure you, he'll call his wrongs out, right? It's just the problem is the internet, right? People they get crazy, they talk crazy, they talk reckless, and you think later. A lot of people don't like to think before they say things, but I assure you, if you get back on this platform, talk to him, probably worked out because there should be no hate here. I don't know you, you don't know me, right? It's disliking opinions. That's cool.
Well, an opinion based on something, but he had no basis to say that I was a racist. And when I asked him what was it,
I wasn't there for that.
I just played it. I played both clips for the audience. That's what he said. I asked him, did he stand on it? He said yes. And so you just can't. I don't think you should go around calling people something and you don't have any evidence of that. So
of course
that's
not. Of course not. You said you got the video. You have it on your page or something. I can watch it or no?
Yeah, it's on my page. No, it's on the page. 2 clips. You can hear what he said. He said he was. He said I.
No. Excuse me. I'm talking about the allegation that he made.
Yes.
Is there like
there's like a 6. There's like 2 minute. There's 2 clips and they're like 3 minutes long.
Okay. I'll check it out.
It's in complete context. It wasn't cut up or anything like that. So
okay. So you're talking about the video he was complaining about, the live. I'm sorry, the live that y'all was in.
Right. He and I, the one that he kicked me off, that you came up and you guys were having a conversation.
No. I'm talking about the initial video that he had made his claim from.
The initial video?
Yeah.
No, that one is not.
He said y'all was holding alive and y'all was bashing some women and calling her. That's what I'm talking
about. That's not up there. But no, everyone knows.
Hold on, and I'll address my comment, bro. I don't have an important job. I run a whole facility.
What'd you say?
Your boy that's here in the box. I run a whole facility, bro.
Wait, I missed the comment. What'd he say?
It's just a comment.
He referring to me.
Oh, you said something, Mr.RO? Oh,
yeah.
I'm not sure. I didn't see it.
Yeah. So he saw it.
Yeah. Put your before you talk about
what was the hang on 1 second. What was the comment, Mr. Champ?
He doesn't have an important job.
Oh, he said, you don't have an important. Oh,
yeah, I don't have an important job.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr.RO.
Yeah, he's just trolling. He's trolling, you know.
I'm trolling.
Yeah, you're trolling. Because anybody with an important job doesn't have just 5 minutes, you know.
You see, I'm still
You
here, right?
understand what I'm coming
You see,
from?
I'm still here, right?
Well,
You
he's saying that
understand? Yeah.
he said he has an organization that helps put predators away. He said, how many have you put away, Mr. Champ?
35.
35 predators he has. So, you know,
Right.
are you like the Colorado Pet Patrol?
Well, I started 8 years ago. Those guys are more newer.
They're newer. Okay, gotcha. But that's the type of thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
Same thing.
All right. Mr.RO, I don't know. I don't know his organization. He didn't want to plug it. But he says that he has put away 35 pedos. He tries to stop these evil people from
you gotta be careful when you plug your organization on TikTok. You know, people like to do things, emails, crazy things. So
yeah, I didn't know if you videoed it like that guy.
Oh yeah, they're all videos. I'll send you privately. I'll hit you with a inbox, and I'll send you privately to the place. I don't like doing on TikTok. It's too toxic for me.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'll send you a message right now. You can validate it later. If anybody denies it, I'll show you the proof. I'll do that right now.
No, listen, I don't have any reason to doubt that. You know, Mr.RO is definitely Mr.RO is accomplished. He knows a lot of stuff, and you know his voice is he has a voice of expertise on some things. So I'm not sure why he said. I guess he's saying because you had 5 minutes. I guess I don't know what you're trying to say, bro. Maybe you want if you want to, it's up to you.
No, what I'm trying to say is he called in to you on your show. Evidently, he held on and he made his comments and he came back up and he said, I don't have but 5 minutes. I gotta go. Anyone with an important job or his organization, he makes his own time.
Well, first of all, homeboy, my organization doesn't pay my bills. That's all. If you would listen, that's what you call volunteer work. I don't get paid to do this. Right, okay, yeah. So I have a job outside of that, which I'm at today. Okay.
So the job I'm talking about, make perfect sense. You a volunteer. That's what you just said.
No. See, I think you're getting it confused with volunteering. It's my organization. I don't get paid. So when you don't get paid, when you don't get paid and you offer a service, what is that called, sir?
That's called hustling. You don't have a job. You don't get a paycheck from them.
Listen, you jump in the inbox.
You don't get a paycheck from them. Do you get a paycheck? Just answer that. Do you get a paycheck from that organization?
I don't get a paycheck for doing what I do on the side.
That's my point. I rest my case.
Wait, host, can I ask why I got muted?
I muted you because you jumped up here. You had a lot to say. You got to wait your turn. That's why I'm
talking about the comments. I got muted in the comments.
What?
I got muted in the comments for some reason, host.
Okay, listen. You must have said something that was not appropriate. What was your comment?
I used all caps once. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to.
What was your comment, sir?
I just said, "Who cares?" That's all I said.
Who cares about what? There had to be something else you said other than that.
That's all I said.
Okay, who cares about what? Why don't you give me some context?
Sugar Britches asked him not to use all caps, and his response to her when she asked politely was, "Who cares?"
Oh, so you disrespected Miss Sugar Britches when she asked you not to use all caps. Is that right, Mr. Mega?
Host, I
thought the question is that correct, Mr. Mega?
Host, I thought this was a panel of.
Sir, you have to answer my question. Is that what happened? I'm just curious. Is that what happened, Mr. Mega? You were told not to use all caps, and you said, "Who cares?" And then you got muted, and now you come up here and you're crying about it. The producers of the show. I trust them to make the decision that they make, and that's it. There is one voice in one show. You hear their voice, you hear mine. That's just the way it is, whether it's audio or in typing. So that's it. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. What you think? What do you think's gonna happen here? I don't know. And I tell by your deflection that that's what happened because you're not giving me any other context. Thank you, Michelle. Anyway, Mr. Champ, with the organization, you send me the stuff. I'll take a look at it. I'm always for that 100% because these evil animals that take the innocence away from children, they need to be stopped. And I'm all for that 100%.
That's one thing we can agree on. I'm gonna jump down. Y'all be easy.
All right, man. You take it easy, brother. All right. Okay. Mr. Champ. Okay, the other guy left too. Okay.
I didn't want to go and blow it too much, but I had to go pretty much with Mr.RO. I didn't want to blow it up, but said he was almost 40, and he named 3 state prisons.
Is that what that was?
That was 3 state prisons. And I'm saying, if you name 3 state prisons and you're not even 40 yet, I got to do the math and see how much time you did to be able to make the 3 state prisons and then make it back here before 40. And you've begun an organization doing what? When you have to have clearance to even be involved in something like that. So
exactly,
he had me a little confused by his first information of his life story, and then said, "I'm under 40. I ain't even 40 yet." And I said, "Well, whoa, you ain't 40 yet? You've been to 3
He wants to. Wait. Hang on a second. He wants to come back up.
No. Listen. He could have.
Hang on. Let him explain it if he wants to. He's requesting to come back up, and I guess listen. I didn't know that it was free. Go ahead, Montana. Real quick, Montana.
I don't think the guy was necessarily being dishonest.
Okay, great. He's here, so let him if he wants to. I'm giving him the opportunity because someone invoked his name.
Quick. So I did a 5 to 7. Right, and when you talk about state prison, you talk about being transferred to another prison, right? Just because I left 2 prisons doesn't mean my sentencing stopped. What are you talking about, bro? You go from Rikers Island, right? Go from Rikers, which is a jail, it's a city jail, and then you're transferred up north, which could be Comstock, Attica, Green Haven, and in that time frame, you could be transferred to another facility just because.
Right.
So what's the argument here?
Mr. Benny?
Well, I'm following you on the county and the state, but the time in the state and the 5 to 7, like I said, everything to me is math. And when people say things, I don't always listen to what people say. I do the math behind what they're saying.
Okay, so I went in when I was 25, right? And I got out when I was 32. I'm 40 now, so I'm actually 41. Got 9 years out, okay?
Yes,
and this idea, hold on, and this idea that because I went to prison, I can't do what I do now. I assure you, I'm willing to say on this live right now, right? Record it, right? I'll give you a light one. I bet you $1,000 what I'm telling you is the truth. I bet you $1,000.
That bet is not gonna be collected, but look.
Oh, I know it won't be collected because I'm going to be the collector. I'll be the collector.
Basically, this is the situation. You came on your show. You was talking bad to the host.
All right, host, you got a good one.
No, I don't know if he talked bad.
He
Mr.
cussed you out. He called you.
That's true. Okay, in the beginning, I forgot.
Your bitch ass up.
Oh, is that what he said?
What he was saying.
I missed that.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Oh, I had muted him. I didn't hear it. Okay. That's wrong. Absolutely 100%.
And that got me hyped. So I said, let me get in. Let me chime in. And I'm going to make him come after me. So basically, I know when a person, I didn't even know he had been in prison. But my main thoughts was, he an old ex-convict that done been eggplant in the behind.
Oh.
And now all of a sudden,
oh my goodness.
He's talking about he got a business.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh
because he
boy.
want to call people bitch ass, and I'm not gonna say that word. So my thing was to ask him a few questions, and he did. It was his organization, but he's just a volunteer now.
Oh
Come
boy.
on, man. And I asked one thing: are you a volunteer? Yes, I'm a volunteer. Wait, then you don't own shit. Punk ass.
Yo, boy, the champ. Oh boy, my goodness gracious. Well, listen,
if they come after you, if they come after you, they come after me.
I appreciate that 100%, Mr.RO. He says he volunteers his services. That's what he says he does. He's in the comments, as you can see.
He made the statement that he himself got such and such off the street. That it was
Yeah, he said 35, I guess, pedos off the street. That's what he said.
He did it. So if he's like Mr. RO said, if you're the owner and the operation of an organization, then you're not on anybody's time but your own.
Well, he did. He explained that. He said that he was that wasn't a job that pays his bills. He says he's going to. He said, he says he's going to send me some information about it because I thought, because I don't know if you guys ever see that there's a guy or organization they call the Colorado Pet Patrol, and they catch pedos as well. And I thought that was kind of his thing. I asked if he wanted to plug. He said no, so I guess he does it more behind the scenes. I guess I'm not sure, but he said that he would send me something, so I'll take a look at it because I'm always down for people who are helping children, especially innocent children that people violate and take away their innocence, because I think children are innocent, and let them be innocent until they grow up.
But I've been in New York. I've been, where I've been in Philly. A 5 to 7, I don't get it. I've never heard it. I've never ever heard of somebody receiving a 5 to 7 ever.
Yeah, Mr. Champ, if you send it to my TikTok account, I'll get it and I can look at it while I'm on the air on my second device. Absolutely. So he says he's going to send me something. So listen, I don't have anything to doubt. Now he did come up hot. I forgot that I didn't hear the whole B thing because I was muting him, but some people did hear. But yeah, so
he went through his act on you.
He went
through his act on you. Got to calling you little disrespectful things.
I don't know why people. Yeah, I think it happens so much. I don't even it doesn't even faze me anymore. That doesn't hurt my feelings. Listen, I don't know why the hair thing hurts my feelings. People say my hair is fake, even though it's as real as it can be. But it does bug me. I'd rather you call me a female dog than say my hair is fake. Those kind of things don't really.
Why so many people getting offended because you have open conversation about politics and race? Why are
I'm not sure. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very telling.
So just because you have an open conversation about something that makes you that, I'm not getting it.
I don't know. I don't know how you can do that if you have a very inclusive live like we do. I mean, this live, listen, I get a headache sometimes because people are talking and some things I don't agree with. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift. And people in my personal life say, why do you do this? Why are you putting yourself through this? I'm like, I don't know. I must need a head examination or something. But yeah, I believe in what I'm doing. So I continue to do it. Makes me get up and get up here and open up the mics and have conversation with people. I absolutely love it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be continuing doing it. So thank you so much, Mr.RO.
I put out a video, and I'm very passionate. That's why I did what I did for Miss Carolyn about this word, the racist thing, right? And you made a judgment that I respect. And you said something in your judgment that just because a person holds an opinion about something doesn't make that person that thing.
Right.
And I'm saying that when he called you a racist, the first thing that came to my mind was, that's stupid, because racist against whom?
Right. I was just asking for some specific action that I said that would make me that discriminatory, prejudice, racist. Give it to me, because I'm always open to hearing things about me, because I make plenty of mistakes.
We all have,
but he didn't have anything.
All of us got prejudice, on something, but it doesn't make you a racist just because you have a prejudice against something.
All right. He said he sent it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know, but I don't know what to say. I just get up here every day and open up the mics and try to have good, honest, healthy debate. That's what I try to do. Mr. Dad Dude.
Oh, what's up, Denali? How you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. What's going on? What you got?
Not much. I just wanted to chime in and give my take on it. I think you're probably one of the more fair hosts on TikTok Live. To be honest with you, I've seen you hold both sides' feet to the fire, and you know, there's nothing wrong with asking for a little context and a little bit of added evidence to people's claims. So
absolutely. I mean, if you're going to say something, bring the receipts.
You know, it's kind of like this. You know, the left will sit there and tell you that Trump isn't going to, if he gets back in power, he's not going to let go of power and all this stuff. But the evidence we see is Joe Biden's the one that apparently doesn't want to let go of power.
Well, the difference is that I'm sure that if he lost, he'd leave.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. I don't know when people. I didn't hear any punchline, so
well,
I get it now. It's tongue in cheek.
I would say not every joke has a punchline.
Could you speak English, please?
Who is that talking? What's going on? Listen, hang on one second. It's not your turn. Ace TV 848. Just give me a second. Let Dad land his plane, and then we'll get to it.
I wanted to stick up for you a little bit, buddy. No.
I appreciate that because you know, I thought that was despicable. I thought it was horrible to say, especially without any evidence. So thank you so much, Dad. I really. But the guy, Super Dad, if he's ever around, anybody know this guy named Super Dad who said that George Floyd was unalive because of fentanyl? Bring his ass over here. He's got a lot to say.
He definitely was.
Right, you heard it, Mega?
Pardon?
You heard that?
I didn't hear it. It's facts.
All right, Mr. Give me one sec. What's this guy's name again? Mr. Champ. I looked in my inbox and I don't see anything. I just opened it up. If you sent it on TikTok, I don't have let me check. Well, no, I don't have any messages from you. Let me click on your name. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I go here. New followers. 1 second. New followers. The Champ.
Wait, host.
Maybe I need to follow him back. Maybe I got
a question.
I know you should be able to send it like that. Ace, what did you want to say?
Host, could you listen to me? I got a question for you.
Well, I got a question for you. Did you say "who cares" when Miss Sugar Britches, producer extraordinaire, told you not to type in all caps?
Oh, come on. Are we still on this?
Yeah, well, sir, you made a claim as if someone did something to you. You tried to play like you were a victim, and I asked you a specific question, and you tried to dodge it, and someone filled in the blanks, and then you left. So I'm asking you, is that why you said "who cares"?
Oh dear, come on, brother.
You don't want to answer the question?
Why? Oh, jeez. So what's so important about this?
Well, you requested up to say that you got muted in the comments as if someone did something to you, like you were playing victim. And when I asked you why did you say "who cares," you did not want to answer, which my spidey sense went off, and then it was filled in by Miss Shell that you said when Miss Producer Extraordinaire Miss Sugar Britches said that don't type in all cap. You said "who cares." Is that accurate?
What's wrong with saying "who cares"?
Do you find it to be disrespectful?
I mean, you can't be soft, man.
It's not about being soft. It's about being respectful. Why is being respectful being soft? Why is that?
No freedom of speech in this panel?
No, you have freedom of speech, but if you're doing something that's not right, why wouldn't you adhere to the rules? Why wouldn't you adhere to the rules?
You never gave me any rules, brother.
Someone gave you rules. Say all caps are only for moderators, producers, and you said "who cares." Is that what happened?
Because I know you're familiar with me.
I'm not really. I don't know you.
Come on. I've been on here at least 3 times.
Why do people think I remember everybody? I don't. I mean, I'm sure we had a conversation, but it doesn't matter. It could be anybody. But people that know me, 1 second, people that know me would have respected Miss Sugar Britches or Miss Lola or MCM or One Live Mike and would have adhered to the rule. You said "who cares." That I find to be disrespectful. Then you left, and now you're back. And you expect me that I'm not going to remember that we didn't finish our conversation?
Listen, I'm back for vengeance, honestly.
You're back for vengeance? Against whom?
Against the person that muted me.
Oh well, Miss Sugar Britches is right next to you. Would you like to say something?
Where's
I
she?
would just tell you to. I
That's
would
her?
tell you. I would warn you to tread lightly, Mr. Mega. But go ahead,
Why?
Miss
Or
Sugar
what?
Britches is right.
Or what? What's
One
gonna
second.
happen?
Let Miss Sugar
What's
Britches
gonna happen?
stop talking. Miss Sugar Britches, what do you want to say there? Miss Sugar Britches? She might be. Boy, she's got that Trump Wi-Fi out there. I told you to get the Biden Wi-Fi.
It's either an Obama phone or Patriot Mobile, one of the two.
Patriot. Miss Sugar Britches, are you there? What? You're breaking up.
All right, listen. I'm gonna finish what I was saying. So, Mr.Denali.
Yeah.
All I would like to say is that me personally, I'm a dominant man. I'm not submissive at all. So
hang on. What? 1 second. What is that?
I'm not gonna stand.
Okay, stop talking.
A woman, you know.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Miss Sugar Britches, are you there? You still got 2 bars or 3 bars. Let's try it again, Miss Sugar Britches.
Is this better?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's try it.
Is this better?
Yes, go ahead. Let's do it.
Here, that's the problem.
Right.
So my reason for muting him was because I wasn't even talking to him when I was asking the person not to use all caps, but he wanted to be the smart person and answer back, "Who cares?" in all caps.
Well, you don't have to explain. You know, I trust you and the other producers that you make a decision. It's one show, one message, and that's it. But you don't even have to explain anything. You did it. It was within the guidelines that we talk about, and that's it. As far as I'm concerned.
Listen, like I said, I'm a dominant man. I'm not submissive.
Be quiet, because I'm not talking to you just yet. Anything else, Miss Sugar Britches, or would you like to hear from him on this?
It doesn't really matter what he has to say, but I do want us to keep on tapping. We're doing great with getting you up to your next goal. We're almost at 25K. So tap and let's give the host and meet his goals. And I'll be back in another hour.
Thank you so much, Miss Sugar Britches. Thank you. Producer extraordinaire, Miss Sugar Britches. She is fantastic. Mr. Mega, what do you want to say?
Like I was saying, wait.
You're not submissive. I got you. Okay.
No, I'm not talking about that part anymore. I mean, me personally, listen, I don't really stand down to women at all. As a dominant man, I stand up to women all the time. I think Ro could vouch for me on this one. I have a little bit of experience with him, a history with him on this panel.
Okay, come on, get to the point.
So yeah, all I want to say is that I don't want to get disrespected at all, and I'll do something about it if I am.
Oh, I know who that is.
Well, who disrespected you?
You and
wait. Okay, let's either how did I disrespect you?
Come on, man, you can't keep interrupting, bro.
I can if I want to. How did I disrespect you,
brother? You call.
Are you going to tell me or not?
You said I can only talk when you feel like it.
That's true. You think this is a democracy? This is not.
Why not?
Because I choose not for it to be.
All right, so you don't live in America? You fought democracy.
I'm not having this crazy conversation with you. Be quiet for right now. I'm gonna put you in timeout. I see Ms. Tanjeez is up here. Ms. Tanjeez, what would you like to say there?
I'm just listening right now. Like I don't even know what I came in on.
I don't know either.
But I'm just listening.
Okay. Ace TV something or other. Are you there? Michelle.
Hi, I just wanted to. I've been up here for a minute, so I just wanted to come up earlier and say that even though I hate it, you're very inclusive, and I don't hate that you're inclusive. I just hate that you put up with so much that you put up with. So
yeah, I do. I put up with a lot. Let me tell you.
You do. So I appreciate your life, and I respect the fact that you give everybody a voice.
Right. Why do you? I mean, you like the inclusive part, right? Why do you think some people don't like the inclusive aspect of it?
Because they're so used to their normal places where they can go and be in an echo chamber. And, I mean, that's what TikTok typically is, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So they're not used to places where other people are allowed to have their voice.
Right. Okay.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I hear different ones, and so I'm always interested in opinions on that aspect of the show.
So, going back to Ro, can you speak up, please, Ro?
Mr.Denali is speaking, sir.
He wasn't
No,
speaking.
Mr. Ro, you want to address him? I don't know what he's talking about. You know him, Mr. Ro?
I want to address
I'm going to
Mr. Ro.
address him in a minute, but before I forget my train of thought, I wanted to tell you they had the latest autopsy on George Floyd said that he did not die from any drug overdose. He did not die. That was 14 months ago. He did not unalive himself with drug overdose. It was cardio or heart. It was his heart.
Cardiac arrest.
Yes. Okay, so mega truth, you're the one told me your parents, your great-great-parents own my people, right?
Is that him?
Wait,
yeah, that's him.
Brother, when did I ever say that?
Where do I know you from?
Listen, I met you on one of Denali's lives. Me personally, I do believe that George Floyd offed himself.
There we go. More of that foolishness.
So why am I getting muted? Because I think differently. That's why. Could you give me the same?
What did you say about George Floyd?
He offed himself.
Yeah, we're not going to do this today. No, not doing it. Sorry. Not interested in that. Mr. Billy 8106, go ahead.
What's going on? I seen you earlier, or actually yesterday. I just came across your live just now. I don't know what the topic is or anything. I just want to talk politics, that's all.
All right. What state are you in, sir?
New York.
All right, cool. What you got? Let me hear. Are you Trump? You Biden? What's up?
I'm left leaning. I'm left leaning. Yeah.
Okay, so you want Biden to stay?
I want the Democratic Party to stay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about the whole Trump assassination attempt?
No, come on. I mean, chills on my body. I mean, that's crazy no matter what it is, That's
right, exactly.
That's not acceptable, period.
100%. I agree with you.
Period. I didn't really get to read the last time I listened to you. I think yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure. I didn't request or whatever. I don't know where you stand or anything, or what you got going on with your panel and stuff. What do you stand? What do you stand? I mean, obviously, I think we can all agree. Obviously, come on. You know what I mean? Any type of attack on, you know what I mean? Any person, let alone a person, running for office in any type of way. I mean,
violence is never the answer. Especially from words.
But I mean, on a micro level, but this is obviously a macro level. I mean, is that could shake the world. Period. You know what I mean? We don't want that.
Right. So, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's not called for. Violence because of political opinions is not something that should happen here. The world is looking at us, and we say that we're the democracy. We lead in democracy. Then we need to we need to tone it down. It shouldn't be the language shouldn't be so inflammatory. We can have difference of opinions, but facts are facts.
Right.
And I think what happens a lot of times, people aren't always in belief of facts. I think the term fake news, I think that was something that's inside of people's vocabulary now. And it was produced by Trump. Alternate facts. An alternate fact is a lie. It's a fancy way to say you're lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
There's facts and then there's truth and lies, period. You know what I mean?
Right. You can have your own opinion, but you can't have your own facts. That's just something that, is not there.
How do you feel I'm sorry, if you don't mind me asking, I know you're the host and stuff like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you don't mind me asking, how do you feel about, there's a lot of, and I ain't going to get into MTG and all her bullshit and nothing like that, because, whatever. But, how do you feel about, rhetoric, especially immediately after, like, oh, the left incited this, da, 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 you know what I mean? That type of thing. Because, like, I'm one like this. Listen, both sides do the same shit. We all playing the same game. We all inside the same, the same dome. Both sides doing the same thing. I think on Trump's side, it's much more directed. It's much more obvious. It's much more intense. I mean, I don't know if anyone can make an argument to where, and it's a sad thing what happened to him. It's a horrible thing what happened to him. And I'm not even saying it's his fault, but I'm saying, like, we can't say, like, the rhetoric comes from one side just because of something terrible happened to him. Like, he is a leader. He's the leader of the new school when it comes to that type of rhetoric. That's
right.
That's what
I agree with you 100%. Listen, I'm for the people deciding. As I've told other people, and I've said it on this live, Trump was president from 16 to 20. The country's still here in 24. And again, if he becomes president again in 25, the country will be here in 2029.
And we all gonna go on. Listen, we also can't think about politics in a way where it's like it's life or death. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be a president. We gonna still go to work. We gonna still provide for our families. I mean, it doesn't change our world. It does change how our world moves in a lot of ways. But I think everybody need to relax. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be a new president, or there's gonna be the same president. But either way, we all gonna have our children. We all gonna get up, go to work. We all gonna have to make it shake the same way. It's just how that day go along gonna be a little different. You know what I mean? But
right. Excellent. I love it. That's what I think.
Not if the nukes go off.
Wait, what is that, dude?
I said, if I could, I just want to push back just a little bit on that.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So I think you're right with the tonality of the thing and frankly the reverberations of what could have been. I don't know if anybody's seen any of these diagrams, overhead shots of Trump actually rotating his head at the last moment, but I don't know if anybody knows how close we actually were to sheer catastrophe. Look back at World War I and how that was started through a political assassination. Russia, China, Iran, all of our enemies are looking at this. And if that were to actually go down the way it came within a centimeter of going, all hell could break loose across the world. It would reverberate much further than the shores of this country.
That's right. One idiot, I'm sorry to cut you off, but one idiot in a town and a state could shake the world, and that's crazy. You know what I mean? But for sure it could happen. Yeah.
As far as the rhetoric goes, I hear where you're coming from. I hear you loud and clear. I don't know if the things that Republicans say land the same way with me that they do with my counterparts on the left. Ooh. And I'll say when I hear the left saying he's an existential threat, we have to eliminate him. It's time to put him in the bullseye. When I hear him say things like that, I think it lands a little differently than hearing him say Sleepy Joe or Crooked Hillary. Or
can I please push back?
Yeah.
Can I please push back? Can I please?
Too.
Can I please have like 20 seconds? That's all, please.
Let's let our dude land his plane, and then we'll open it up to my man, and then Michelle. Go ahead, dude. Finish up.
So I mean, I was at the tail end of it, but yeah, all I'm saying is, like, I think some of these comments land differently depending on where you are politically and how you see the world. So it's important to keep an open mind from that regard.
Open mind's great all the time, but how'd you want it to go? How'd you want the people to respond?
No, go ahead. You go, and then we'll go to Michelle. Go ahead.
I mean, we can't. I think that Trump is so Trump that it goes over our heads. Maybe, I don't know, but this is Trump that incites violence on the media. Literally, like, tells people knock him out, right, or something like that, knock his head off, some shit like that. We put Mr. Pelosi, right, like joking about how his structure of his home is set up, and maybe they should have did this and did that. Talking about Miss Clinton, right? Which I'm not a Clinton fan. Don't get me wrong, not at all. But kind of encouraging. Oh yeah, well maybe we can't handle it, but my Second Amendment people can handle it. So like, come on, we know what's going on. Like, You know, that's not no. He's a leader of the new school when it comes to inciting violence. I'm talking about violence on either the media or the opposition. I mean, he said these things in rallies on stage in front of his people. They cheering on. They go. We can't act like we're not hearing that. So when we talk about a bullseye from Sleepy Joe, you know, I mean, anybody that has half a brain, I would feel like would understand that he's talking about focusing on him. Come on, bro. You know damn well he's not talking about a bullseye in the sense of a target, in the sense of a gun. You know, sorry, a pew pew. You know what I mean? In the sense of, come on, we know that. Like we know that. Like come on, like we know that. Like Trump really.
Do, Billy. You do, Billy, but you have an IQ above 80. What happens is these people with an IQ of 80 listen to this stuff and they get emotionally charged.
This is
and
Trump's base. Trump's base is the IQ below 80. He says he likes the uneducated. No, come on, we can't do that. We can't say that he's telling people to use their Second Amendment pew pews to get at Hillary. He's saying this in rallies, exciting them.
When Dan Goodman just recently says,
real quick, hold on, one more thing, and like we talk about the Hitler, the man from Germany. I mean, the vice president is talking about had called Trump the man from Germany. He said that. You know what I mean? MTG, like he said that. This is a divine group. I don't want grandstand. I'm gonna stop, but. There's a that group we know that sector of that party. You know what I mean? Because listen, I'm married into a family that you know what I mean are Republicans, but there's different types of Republicans. You know what I mean? We're talking about MAGA. I think people talk about the radical part of it, and we know that part, and we know what we're talking about when we're talking about it. We don't even have to say it out loud. We know what we're talking about with this. Come on, he's inside. He jokes about hurting and knocking out, or you know what I mean? What he said? He said some crazy shit about media people, about his opposition. We can't just act like he's not saying these things. I mean, we have to. We know this, you know.
So, all right, let Michelle get in there real quick.
Yeah,
Michelle,
I'm gonna mute.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're gonna get Michelle in. Michelle, go ahead.
I just want to say that it definitely happens on both sides. However, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that when you're on one side or the other and you pretend like your side isn't saying anything and it's all coming from another side, that's adding to the rhetoric and the hatefulness. If we could all just be honest about the fact that things are said on both sides and be honest about the fact that Donald Trump himself has said some horrific things. I mean, like, for instance, what happened to Pelosi's husband. After that, he made some really crappy comments and made fun of him, and then all of his base followed that. Let's talk about the fact that on his Twitter, he had a picture of Biden gagged and tied up, being pulled from a truck, right? So these things are hateful rhetoric. And these are the things that we see on our side as well. So if we could both agree and admit that this is happening on both sides and it needs to stop, that will help it stop. But when you just say, oh, yeah, nothing, all my guy says is Sleepy Joe. When you say stuff like that, like your guy has never said anything, you're just perpetuating it. And I think that if you can recognize that, and when you say that people have an IQ less than 80, I agree with you. There are plenty on both sides. Words matter. So tell your president that words matter. The things that come out of people's mouths, including the comment that Biden said about a bullseye, he was talking about putting the heat on Trump because everybody was bugging him about the debate. That was the context in which he said that. Should he have said that? Absolutely not. And he retracted it and he apologized because that's what a president does. Trump needs to learn to choose his words wisely because he has power. That's all I want to say.
I think Billy makes a valid point when he says that Trump brought the rhetoric, he escalated the rhetoric outside of what it normally has been. Probably one of the more inflammatory things I can remember was back when Bill Clinton was running, and he ran an ad with grandma in a wheelchair. And the ad was, if Republicans win, they're going to push grandma over the cliff. And they literally had this commercial of a guy in a suit walking grandma off a cliff. All right, so this has been around for a while, but Billy, it lands like I think you're right. Trump's rhetoric and the way his manner of delivery kind of caught a lot of people off guard. Now, how I truly feel about it, I feel like Democrats and leftists are really kind of one-uppers. I feel like they will see something like what Trump does and they'll take it to another level where, oh, he's Schmittler, or he's a fascist, or he's an authoritarian, and or punch a Yahtzee and all this stuff, right? We actually see tangible, actionable things where take the congressional baseball game where Steve Scalise got shot. Take Rand Paul, who got assaulted in his front yard by some leftists. Like, there's
hang on. Come on, that dude. The thing with Rand Paul in Kentucky was his neighbor. It was over a fence. It had nothing to do with politics. Come on, see, that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
That's what we're talking. It was not. That was a neighbor dispute. I just had a dispute. I just had a neighbor dispute with a neighbor because Denali, my dog, had poop on his lawn, and he was upset that he, a lot of dogs they wipe their paws to put their scent out, and he got upset, and it lasted for a couple days, but we
I seen neighbors fight over fences out here all the time in Montana.
Yeah, so it wasn't a political thing. The Steve Scalise thing. The guy wasn't Bernie Sanders fan or whatever you want to call it. He supported Bernie Sanders. Yes, he did. Attempt to unalive people at a baseball diamond, softball, baseball. So you're right in those things, but the Rand Paul thing, I'm going to say false. That was not a leftist. That was his neighbor. Go ahead.
Well, you know what they say about fences, right? I bet Montana knows. Fences make good neighbors.
That's true, because I don't want to see the shit that they be doing. Let me play this from Michelle's point of view, what a president should do if they do make a mistake. Let me go ahead and play it.
Your opponent, an existential threat. On a call a week ago, you said it's time to put Trump in the bullseye.
I didn't say crosshairs. I was talking about focus on. Look, the truth of the matter was, what I guess I was talking about at the time was, there was very little focus on Trump's agenda.
Yeah, the term is bullseye.
It was a mistake to use the word. I didn't say crosshairs. I meant bullseye. I meant focus on him. Focus on what he's doing. Focus on his policies. Focus on the number of lies he told in the debate.
You called.
All right. So to Michelle's point, when he does make a mistake and they ask him, he doesn't double down. He usually, I'm not saying all the time, there are no 100%, but he usually will. Hey, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have used that term. And there you go. So this one's
so I'd like to take you back to 2011. Okay.
11?
2011, McCain and Palin were running against Obama, and
I remember. Yes, the woman said he's a Muslim. That was not in 2011. I'm just a stickler for this. It was in 2007. It was 2007 or 2008 because Obama came in 2009. And you talk about the video when he was in the town hall and the lady said, "I can't trust him. He's a Muslim." Da 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 da.
No. That's not it.
Not that. Which one?
2011, where Sarah Palin put out a map with crosshair bullseye, whatever you want to call it, on congressional districts. And one of those districts was Gabby Giffords in Arizona, right?
Okay.
These were targeted districts that Republicans were going to.
Right.
Now, Gabby Giffords, as we know, was subsequently...
yeah, she was an assassination attempt, yes.
Yes, correct. And so she caught more heat over that and in the illustration of that crosshair. And so there's precedent for this, right? And so it ought to be something that people are aware of. I just added context from both sides because, I think you're right. I think turning the heat down a little bit is probably smart and staying with ideas, right?
Well, listen, it's our fault as constituents because they say negative ads don't work, but we watch them. They do work. They do work. If the news didn't have any kind of blood on it, we probably wouldn't watch it. We love to listen. Nobody watches the train go up and down the track, making all its stops. But as soon as it wrecks, Everybody's stopping and looking. What's going on over there?
Oh my God.
People love to watch a train wreck, and that's just what that's about. But I want to go to Miss, I think that's Ace TV. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Well,
And
what?
I don't see my pronouns because how I sound. My pronouns are he, him, and it.
Well, I'm going. Is it okay if I call you Ace?
Yeah.
Great, Ace. Welcome. How did you hear about the show?
I was just listening and I heard somebody talk about Biden or whole thing with Trump, and they don't mention how the whole person that tried to unalive him was a Republican.
He was a registered Republican. He was 20 years old. He had not casted any votes, and he also did donate to a Democratic committee. I forget what the name of it was, but he did donate to Democrats, but he was a registered Republican. Continue, Miss Ace. Or excuse me, Ace.
And I'm going to stop there because no one ever said that part. I never heard the part that he donated to a Democratic government.
Yes, he did.
Which kind of improved my point earlier when I was saying in other lives that he was most likely forced to be a Republican or conservative.
Could I have 1 second, please, if you don't mind?
Yeah, real quickly.
Real fast. My theory is just simply this. Let the full investigation and report come out. I don't care what he was. He was radical. He was wrong. And, you know, we really want to point a finger to a side or something like that. Nobody on Capitol Hill, approved this to do this. You know what I mean? I just think we need to just take a step back because, like, we shouldn't even really care. It was just simply wrong, and let's let the facts come out. That's all. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I think about it. Because once we start like kind of digging into it and trying to see, we're not gonna know. We the common people, you know. That's all.
Right.
Can we just talk about what the official story is today?
My main question is, so why did the Secret Service wait until after the bullet hit him to do anything? I don't care what president's there. The Secret Service should have got up, violate his rights, force him off the stage, and not let him put his fist up in the air to show anything. Should have protected him all the way to the car and checked him. I do not care who he was. They should have made sure he was safe before anything.
Yeah, I think that they came down. A lot of people are talking about the Secret Service, especially the director, who is newly the director of there. And I'm still looking at because I got some videos and some information that people have sent me that she made a claim that she wanted to hire at least 30% more women in the Secret Service, and I did see a video where the poor Secret Service person, she wasn't able to holster her weapon, which I thought was kind of interesting. But she's on the hot seat right now, and the investigation is happening, and we're going to find it. What I don't understand, this is the question I have, is that they usually protect, from what I've read and what I've heard with videos, that they protect 1,000 yards out, and he was like 400 within that. He was like 300 yards away with a clear line of sight. I don't understand that. I don't know. I'm going to let the investigation continue and not, say any judgment about that. I also, on my page, I brought up the volunteer firefighter who was trying to save his daughter from being shot, and unfortunately, he lost his life, which is a tragedy. So I want to, say our thoughts and prayers are out to him and his family. Corey is his name. Corey from Pennsylvania with 2 children, 2 daughters, if I'm not mistaken, and he was a volunteer firefighter.
God bless.
Miss Ace, were you finished, or did you have something else you wanted to say? Or Ace, excuse me, I'm sorry, my apologies. Ace.
I would say Mr. for one. Again, I'm a male, and also, how you say it? Also, the left has been a little bit crazy with this whole thing. I've watched a lot of left lives, and they're like, man, I wish the bullet actually was a little bit more centered. Like, why do you want to wish death on him?
Right.
He's still a human being. I don't care how bad he is.
Right. I agree with you. You get no arguments from me.
That's one thing I just can't agree with the left. Both sides aren't. I remember one thing I heard from my grandfather. he said, and he was talking about something else, and somebody else said, we're screwed either way. If we vote for Joe, we're screwed. If we vote for Trump, we're screwed. We're screwed either way. That's what we all need to understand. I mean, let's screw with Joe, but we still screwed. We need to look at the vice presidents that both of them have to see if they can do their jobs, if they're confident enough to do their jobs.
Are you voting, Ace?
Yeah, I'm 18. This is my first election.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
You like my son. My son is 18. He's not voting, he says, so far. He said he doesn't like...
You gotta get him to vote, because it's very important.
Well,
Especially as a black man.
I've told him, and is he black? I don't know. I gotta check and see. But no, I've told him. People on the show have told him. His mother's told him. He said he doesn't like either candidate, and as of right now, he's still not going to participate. So
you're doing the right thing. An educational vote is better than no vote. Vote for what you need, what you want, what you feel.
Yeah, his thing is, he said that.
Did he freeze?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What was it? All right. Good looking out.
Hey, Ace, where you from? Savannah. Okay. Where's everybody from? If you don't mind, while we waiting. Okay.
Tennessee for me.
Okay.
I'm sitting in Montana.
We diverse out here. Huh? Georgia. Okay. Where is it? What'd you say? Yeah, you a baby, man. Or Ace, you a baby. I
The holding pattern. I would like to ask everyone to take a few minutes on Thursday and tune in to Trump's first speech at the RNC since all this happened. I think we're all really curious about how he comes out. We're talking about the rhetoric, and we're talking about toning things down. He says he scrapped his first speech and is rewriting. Let's give the man a chance and see what he comes out with.
I love this. Any theories? I want to hear theories. No. I think the tone does matter. I have a theory. I think the tone is going to be much more relaxed. I think he's going to do this is going to be what's going to, I think he might get there. I don't want it, but I think he might get there if he does this. If he tones it down on some half unity, he says radical left maybe like 3 or 4 times, but, but he he does the unite type of thing. You know what I mean? What just happened to him? I think that it's what the look. I'm gonna say this. He doesn't need to capture that MAGA group, that MAGA group. He doesn't need to capture them anymore. He has them. You know what I mean? I think the smart thing for him, I don't even want to give him this advice, but I think the smart thing for him is to, because I know very sane, Republicans, you know what I mean? And they don't like the bullshit. They don't like all that extra stuff that goes on with it. You know what I mean? But he has that. I don't think MAGA is really his base. That's not his base. The Republican Party as a whole is going to be the same way in the left. Just the regular moderate, policy type people. That is your base. I think that his goal is to re-energize them. That should be his goal, at least. And you don't want to really pander to that radical part anymore. I think if he's smart, he will kind of bring those people that are, about 65, they're retiring, they want to just chill. You know what I mean? They have grandchildren that are sleeping with black men, and you know what I mean? I'm being serious, like they're like the world is changing type thing, I think that would be his path. I don't want to tell him that. Hope he don't ever hear me, but that'd be his path. You know what I mean?
So, Billy, to your point. All right.
Who was that talking to me? I'm sorry, Ace. Who was that talking to me?
That was me.
That
No,
dude, right?
I said Billy. Billy, you make a good point, and I'd like to give you a couple of data points just to kind of dovetail right into that.
Yeah, please do.
So Amber Rose, right, had a keynote speech at the RNC, and she basically echoed a lot of what you already said. One thing that we are seeing coming out of this RNC is the tent getting through outreach programs to bring in non-traditional.
There's Mr.Denali. Hi, Mr. Denali.
Hold on, please. I'll turn it over to you. We are seeing outreach programs, and I think that's what's making a lot of the left kind of very nervous, because Amber Rose has 25 million followers on Instagram, and if he can peel off just a fraction of those, that's a win. Now, in addition to what you said about the boomers, right? Last night, the keynote address was given by Nikki Haley. In the primary, she was his toughest competitor. Her first statement on stage, yeah, she did fantastic, and she went a long way to kind of putting some of that anxiousness at ease last night, I felt like.
Yep. I think that has to be his target. If they have half a brain, that's his target. The target is to bring the regular.
Excuse me, I want to say something to the host. Host, I'm about to drop down. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, same here. Thank you so much. You guys can hear me?
Yes, host. If you don't mind for 1 second, please.
I know we had a storm that knocked the power out here for a second.
Are you in New York? Because I got a storm too.
No, I'm in Georgia.
Yeah,
you too? Yeah. But host, if you don't mind, I'm sorry. I know this is your I was just we were talking real quick. That dude.
Mr. Billy, hold on.
I'm sorry. Oh yes.
Can you just give the host a second? I mean, he has some technical difficulties. I know you want to get your point out, but can we just
forget it? That was all.
That's fine. But we don't normally have these issues, so
no
give him a chance.
Problem. I'm good now. Everybody can see me.
Yeah, we can see you.
You guys can hear me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my astronaut helmet so you guys can't see me. All right. Thank you so much for working through that with me. Thank you so much. So I didn't hear a lot of it, but I'm sure you guys were doing well because I didn't hear anybody screaming and hollering. So well, okay, go ahead and finish your last point. Bill, what is it? Ill Bill, what is it?
Billy, that's what I was worried about though. I forgot about the say. Billy. Oh no, I was just touching back on the fact
you're a black guy named Billy?
Well, listen, my name William, man, but I got a nickname that I ain't gonna talk about. But
no problem.
When I started my new career, I started a business for my own or whatever. Yeah, I go by Billy because that's my dad. Cool. My dad's name's Bill, but yeah, I'm black.
Nah, no problem.
But yeah, I was just switching back to that dude. That has to be, and I don't want to give him no. That has to be the focus, and that has to be. I know that's what it's gonna be when he speaks. You know what I mean? It's gonna be that center, the regular ones, not the extremists, not the super MAGAs, all that. It's gonna be that regular Republican that doesn't want to hear that bullshit. He lies a lot. I mean, but they know, they want to hear that regular tone, and if they hear that, it brings them back.
Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. Sir, how you doing, buddy? I don't think you've spoken yet, right?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. I see you doing some exercise.
Yeah, got the weighted vest on, walking to the gym.
Okay, like it.
I would just offer, and I think her name's Shell commented on it.
Yeah.
So to each his own, do what you will. But me, as I like to participate in these political lives, and I obviously have my own, the side that I support. But when Brett Kavanaugh is confirmed, I watch. When Ketanji Brown Jackson is confirmed, I watch. I don't just watch the ones that I support, because I want to actually be able to listen to the message and speak about it intelligently. So I will be watching the DNC because I want to hear what they have to say, as opposed to just, adding on to what others are telling me. So that's all I can suggest. So I would like to know which speakers sorry about that motorcycle. Which speakers Michelle thought were spewing hatred. I've watched every speech. I don't think there was hatred. There may have been some talk that rubbed you the wrong way because they said some things about a candidate you like, but I don't think hatred is anything any way to describe it. I will say the one moment of hatred that should have been there last night. The brother of a woman named Rachel Morin spoke. Rachel Morin is from my town. Rachel Morin was my friend. Rachel Morin was my friend. I live in Harford County, Bel Air, Maryland. She was unalived on a trail that we all walk on, one that I'm walking to right now. So if anybody had a moment to share hatred, it would have been that family. But instead, they spoke about leaning on Christ, leaning on the Lord. So I don't know what hatred or what speakers that you saw, but I'd love for you to point me in that direction so I could be more informed.
Was she unalived by an undocumented person? Is that what that was about?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Michelle, go ahead.
So you can follow me, and I'll do a live after Mr.Denali, and I'll show the videos of hatred that I recorded from the DNC for the past 2 nights. What speakers are we talking about?
What speakers?
I don't know them by name. That's why I'm just gonna post the videos on my live tonight. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to follow.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I believe you. I believe you have clips of sound bites that are made look that way, but you just said you didn't even watch it.
I am not finished talking, so please don't interrupt me. Thank you. You, sir, are more than welcome to follow, and I will play the videos that I recorded from my phone, from my television, of the shitty DNC that I've watched for the past 2 nights. And it is my
It's the RNC. See, you're confused. You're confused.
Yeah, RNC. Sorry. I was reading the comments. Sorry.
I just followed you, Michelle, and I'll stop by if I'm, around.
Thank you.
Everybody give Michelle a follow. She's going to be doing a live tonight. And I assume you have a political live. Is that right, Michelle?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and give her a follow. Michelle is a good listener over here at Mr.DenaliXXL. Go ahead and give her a check out and see what's happening. I'll definitely tune in.
Thank you.
It seems like the gentleman, sir, is trying to have a substantive conversation and really get down to the meat and potatoes of it. And Shell, I think, you've probably got something that has, rubbed you the wrong way or made you feel some kind of way. But, it is a bit of a condescending tone. I will say that. And James Carville has a name for that. Not sure if you're familiar. He said that it's one of the biggest problems the Democratic Party has right now in those preachy females.
Uh-oh. Miss Precious says the RNC convention was all love for America.
Miss Precious, you know better than that.
Scare me.
That's what she said. That's what she put in the comments.
He knows better than that.
She said it was all love because everyone has been played. You don't understand how many people have come here. No, that's somebody else. I'm sorry. That's not her.
Yeah, Miss Sugar Britches says BS. So I guess it just depends on. And yeah, you can call me condescending when a man talks after me and says, you know, little clippets, and I'm gonna watch it instead of listen to what people saying right after I said that I watched it. It's just disrespectful to come
No.
behind me and call me a liar.
I can repeat what I said to you very clearly, so you don't need to talk about when a man talks to you. First of all, it was me.
I will talk about whatever I want to talk about.
And so will I.
Don't
So
tell me
so
what
will
I
I.
need to do.
I just told you you're not
That's
going to
the
do anything.
problem
No,
with
you're
you
the problem, ma'am.
and the
You're the
little
problem.
penis below
You're
me.
the problem. You're the problem. Clearly.
Miss Precious Shell. I mean, Miss Precious Shell said. I mean, Shell. Miss Precious said you don't feel bad for Trump. The man has a family. I'm not sure what that's about.
I have no clue what that's about.
I'm sure Miss Precious. I mean, Miss Shell does not want anything to happen to Trump. I would imagine.
So and I'm gonna get really real. What you seem to have, Shell, is a problem with no male leadership in your life. It's clear. That's why you can't handle when a man is talking and lets you know.
Okay, well, whatever you think.
It's obvious you live in a
Whatever you
vacuum.
think
It's
you know.
obvious you've grown up in a vacuum of male leadership.
Whatever you think you know, sir.
Would you like to address that, Michelle?
I know, because it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Okay, you have male leadership.
I'm not gonna let a white man tell me what he thinks.
I didn't know he was white.
I'm not gonna let a white man in this country tell me
What does a white man have to? So you can say all those things because you don't have the intellect. You don't have the intellect, the backbone, or the capability to say anything other than that. And it's apparent you lack male leadership in your life. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, he's definitely what's wrong with America. This is what we're fighting against right here. Men like him. Men like him.
Like color that in, Shell. What is the problem? Color that in, Shell.
Wait, what?
I said color that in, Shell. What exactly is the problem?
The problem is white men who want to think they can control everything and everybody and talk over women and be aggressive and be disrespectful and act like they own America, and they don't.
Can I respond to that?
No, you've said so many things already. Oh, Montana? Yeah, go ahead, Montana. Sorry.
Hang on. Michelle, hang on.
I thought it
was Sir. I'm so tired of his voice already.
I know.
I respect a little bit of what you said, but I think, why are you putting white man on there?
Because for since the beginning of time, it's been white men who run this country. Up until
Obama. How long has this country been around?
Up until Obama, since 1776.
All I'm saying is, I take offense to that.
Well, you know
what you said.
If it
just that's all I'm telling you. So you
see that works. That works in her lily white space. That works in your lily white space. Are you a white lady? Are you a white lady?
Oh my God! Look at my picture, dumbass.
Are you a white lady?
Hang
on.
I can.
No need for.
It must be.
Okay?
I see a white liberal Karen. Is what I see. When I'm gonna call you out, is you're the most dangerous. You're the most dangerous liberal.
Well,
you're the most dangerous
you're
liberal.
Right, I am. So be careful because you're leaving. Bye, Felicia.
Oh boy, Miss Precious, what did you want to say, Miss Precious?
Hold on, can I respond to Montana really quick?
Sure, and then we'll go to Miss Precious.
Okay, Montana, you, I'm sure, don't fit that bill. But when people fit that bill and it applies to them, they become just like him, aggressive, overbearing, and just mean. And that's how they become. They can't.
I don't know if he was aggressive. I would not categorize him as aggressive. I would say that he's assertive in what he believes, but I wouldn't say that he's aggressive.
I think he's very aggressive.
Okay. But I think
I kind of agree with Denali. I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. What I think it is sometimes, and I get accused of this too, sometimes with women, I'm not mansplaining, but I'm saying sometimes when we speak assertively, it can come to, and through women's ears, it can sound aggressive. But it's not being aggressive, it's being assertive, and this is what I stand for. Because aggressive is like, it's different. I'll get the definition of aggressive, but in my opinion, I don't think what Sir
fuck you up.
said
That's aggressive.
was aggressive. In my opinion, as a man, I don't think so at all. He was assertive in what he was saying. He had conviction in why he thought certain things about you. Now, whether those things are right or wrong, I don't think he was being aggressive. So I just want to say that. Who was that? Dad dude talking?
It was Billy. It was Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Oh no,
Billy,
I'm sorry. I just said I'll fuck you up. That's aggressive. That's all. I was.
Okay, gotcha.
I was adding color commentary. I
You were
shouldn't. I'm
giving
sorry.
examples.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute myself again. My bad.
Montana was actually trying to elaborate a little bit, I believe.
Go ahead, Montana, and then we'll go to Precious.
No, I mean I said what I just said. I find it interesting, to put it mildly, that you had to throw white tea on the end of that when you rant about men.
Oh, don't find it
Or about that
interesting.
guy.
Most of us feel the same way. I mean, it's across the board for us liberal women, as you guys like to call us.
That doesn't make it right. I would just look at what you said. It doesn't make it right.
Well, Montana, let me ask you a question. When people say there's systemic racism and all white people are racist, do you take offense to that?
I don't think I think it's
yes or no?
It's unfortunate. Now, do I take offense? I probably take a little. I think it's ridiculous.
Okay, well that's the problem right there. It's
Okay.
that you don't understand what the other person is saying, so you automatically take offense to it. But if you could put yourself in another person's shoes and try to understand where they're coming from, you might not take offense to it, and you have more understanding of what's going on.
See, the issue is here. When you say systemic racism, what you're doing is you're painting with the broadest stroke brush you can find. And you guys just leave it that way. You just throw out these manipulative language techniques instead of drilling down and actually being specific about what exactly you're talking about and pinpointing your target. That's why you cast a huge net and you wrap all these people into one. And it's identity politics at its core. It's no secret.
Okay, so systemic racism and white privilege is a broad stroked brush, and I'm sorry if you have a problem with that, but that's just the way this America was built.
All right, let's drop that, because if I'm going to have that conversation, I'd like to geofence it and kind of have it in a more structured way, not off the fly, because I think that elephant is too big to eat. Every elephant is too big to eat, but that one I'd like to have on a particular day. So let's not go down the systemic racism route right now. Not saying we won't have it, but we're not going to have it right now. Ms. Sugar Britches is up. Ms. Sugar Britches, what did you want to say, dear? Ms. Sugar Britches? Oh, you got some bars.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, let's try it. Let's go.
Yeah, I just don't want to stop. Okay. In Shell's defense, I'm offended because how dare he come in and say that she doesn't have male leadership. What does that have to do with her ability to communicate? And why did he feel it necessary to call her a Karen? That's offensive to me.
Okay. Let me go ahead. I think that, okay. I'll let Sir go ahead. Go ahead, Sir, if you want to respond to that, Sir.
I'm sorry your feelings were hurt by me telling her she didn't grow up in a surrounded with male leadership. She immediately went on to talking about me as a man or a white man. That may work in her life, where you run up against some of these cuckolds or whoever you deal with, but you on one for that, sweetheart.
Did you just say cuckold?
Hang on one second. Let's answer the question. If you'd like to, Miss Shell. Did you grow up with male leadership?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mr. Sir, do you have any other questions for that? He's got some bars too. Mr. Sir. Yeah, I don't like, again, I'll say it again. I did not find Mr. Sir to be aggressive at all. I think that he was assertive in what he thought about the situation, and he said it. And I think sometimes when people don't hear what they may want to hear, it can come across as aggressive, but I did not find Mr. Sir aggressive in any shape, form, or fashion. That's my opinion. So
I will 100% match energy. And just because you talk with a slower, condescending drawl doesn't make you more correct. So you bring that energy to me, I'm going to bring it right back to you. And it was foreign to you, Shell, probably, I'm assuming, because you've lacked strong male leadership in your life.
Well, hang on 1 second. Ms. Lolo, I'm going to say that the definition of misogyny is a hatred of women. I don't get that from Mr. Sir at all. I get, again, that he was being assertive in what he thought about a particular person. And he asserted that, hey, this is what I think about her, as we all do. But I do not believe that, it was misogynistic or aggressive, in my opinion, because misogyny is the definition of a man who hates women. And I do not get that from Mr. Sir at all whatsoever. Okay? All right.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Sir is a misogynist. He's just an idiot. He has no clue what he's talking about.
Okay, listen, let's
and you have every right to your opinion, just like I do. And again, you've had a vacuum of a lack of male leadership throughout your life, and I'm sorry that it continues to plague you in your everyday life. So we can move on to the next subject.
Hang on, Mr. Sir. She did say that she had male.
You have no clue what you're talking about.
She did say she grew up with male leadership. I did ask her the question, and she said that she did. I mean, not much more I can say to that.
Yeah, that was when it broke up and I didn't hear you. And simply having a male figure does not mean, as I said, that he was a strong male leader. So you thought what you came up and said a few buzzwords to me throughout your, which is funny as a white liberal woman, threw out some racism to me and thought that I know it's a blah, blah, blah. See, you can talk over people. See, that's see what I'm saying? See, you're not used to that, Shell. You're used to being a bully. You're used to being a great white savior. I'm saying who you are. I got you pegged, lady.
Absolutely.
I got you pegged.
All right. Okay.
Word salad.
Well, okay. Miss Sugar Britches, anything else that you wanted to say? Well, those storms down there at SC are really doing a doozy on Miss Sugar Britches' Wi-Fi. Okay. So I'm going to go to Miss Precious because I know she came up and I think that she wanted to say something to Miss Shell. I'm not sure. We'll let Miss Precious go ahead and say it. Go ahead, Miss Precious.
I certainly do. I go on Shell's Live to support her because she can have a good conversation when she's calm. Mm-hmm. I was actually on the live, maybe 48 hours ago, and, we were all talking about what happened. Okay. And she took a moment to say, quote, I want to make it very clear I don't feel bad for Donald Trump at all because he brought it on himself. And that's the reason why I didn't even request a box, because I was really shocked to hear that from her.
Michelle.
And I left the live. You weren't running it, Shell. Your sister was. I don't want to throw names out that aren't in the room. But she said, let me make it very clear I don't feel bad for Donald Trump. And to me, that hit me wrong, because I've supported her live. I've supported it. Okay. And to hear that, the people have families. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even know, not all of his children are out in the open, given the same quote unquote rhetoric that you like to call it. Not all of his children are doing that. His wife is staying out of it. So for you to say that you don't feel bad, come on. Like, again, the line is being drawn. The line is being drawn. And again, you don't have to vote for Donald Trump. I don't even want you to vote for him. I don't even want you to. But to say shit like that, you might as well have just said that you were sorry they missed.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss It's 5 o'clock said you should never wish ill on no one, regardless of who it is. A lot of comments about that. But Michelle,
okay. So I don't wish harm on him, but you're right. I did say that, and I don't feel bad for him. I feel bad for the man who lost his life. I feel bad for anyone else who lost their life, and I feel bad for the situation. But Donald Trump has dug his own holes.
Hang on 1 second, Michelle. We're not going to do that over here because, okay, listen.
That's terrible.
Violence should never come from political discourse or words.
I agree.
Well, let me finish. It should never come to that. It should never, ever come to that. The man is a grandfather. He is a father. He is a husband. People, listen, 74 million people voted for this man. Like it or not, political discourse should never bring about violence. You go ahead and go to the polls and you cast your vote and you have discussions and things like that. But I will never, ever condone that type of behavior. An attempted assassination on someone who was a former president is clear out wrong. The world is watching us and we're looking very foolish in front of the world as we claim to be the leaders of the world. We claim to fight for democracy. And even on this live here, even if you don't agree with somebody, I still let people up because that's what I'm trying to build, normalizing healthy debate. So just let that wash over you for a second. Normalizing healthy debate. I'm not going with the fear mongering that I'm going to be back picking cotton or somebody's going to put me back in chains or anything like that if Donald J. Trump is elected to be the president.
I just want to take a minute.
You got to give me a second and let me finish what I got to say.
Oh, I thought you were done. My bad.
16. Well, I speak sometimes. My mind is running, and I have to make sure that I'm saying it correctly because words matter, especially to me. He was president from 16 to 20, and again, the country's still here in 24. And if he becomes president again in 25, the country will be here in 29. But this constant fear mongering, I'm not really with it at all, and we cannot wish that kind of thing on anybody because what that would have done had he been successful. That would have put the country in a complete turmoil. Complete turmoil.
Grace.
We probably would be having a different conversation right now because people are going to their corners, and it was an attempt. Had it happened on TV, that this man's head would have exploded because of a bullet. Can you imagine? I can't even fathom. I played it out in my head. It would have been complete disaster. Everybody would have went to the mattress or to the trunk, if everybody knows what that means, and everybody would have went to their corners, and it just would have been a complete disaster. And I will not allow that on the show because it's not the right thing at all. There is a time for the political discourse, but this happened Saturday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days later, and we're still saying some people are having that kind of sentiment, and I don't agree with it at all. And I'm not going to allow it on the platform. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry. He was the president, and he was the president. He deserved some respect because he was the president. Listen, you didn't like him to be the president, and everybody should have got off their asses and voted. That's the way that you do it. You don't do it with an AR-15 on top of a roof. That's just not right at all. And I don't know what the strongest word to say, how to condemn it, because I think any words that I'm saying aren't strong enough, but these are the words that are coming to mind right now. So over here, we're not going to do that. We have an inclusive live where people are able to sing from all different walks of life, but we're not going to cheer or be sad because the wind was blowing or he turned his head. That is just completely wrong, and I'm not going to allow it. So I like you a lot, and you come over here, and I appreciate your voice, but that kind of, for me, on this show, is not something I'm going to allow. Okay, that's it.
Can I just get like another 15? Can I just get another 15 seconds, Mr.
Go ahead,
Denali, and
Miss
I'll
Precious.
drop.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, and I'm with Sir. You know, I'm really sick and tired of people bringing up the color of people's skin. And she says that she's got a problem with white men. I'll tell you what, you didn't have a problem with the 9 white men in the 70s that made AB legal. Okay, you didn't have a problem with those white men, though, right?
Well, I'm not that old. Tell me about those 9 white men.
They gave women the right to have an AB. So if you're going to point out white men that you don't like, there was 9 of them, okay, that gave you what you wanted. So how dare you be a hypocrite?
No.
Okay, and
No.
even bring up color to begin with. But how dare you be a hypocrite because 9 white men made abortion legal. So stop it.
Good for them.
Stop
Good for
it.
them, Precious.
Stop
Good
it
for
with
them.
the color of men's skin. Stop it.
Just white men. Just white men.
Well,
Well, that's all I needed to hear. That's all I need to hear. I'm out. I'm out. That's all I needed to hear.
Let me go ahead and address that.
I knew it. I knew it. I sat here and listened to that nonsense. I knew it.
Let me go ahead and address that. I don't think that playing ethnic
Yeah,
politics.
that's how we're all stuttering right now from what she
I
said.
don't think playing ethnic politics is okay because just because Sir is a white man, it doesn't. I don't think you could say it or people.
Well, I don't think that anyone's asked me why I don't like white men. So for you all to presume,
you don't like. Oh,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're a racist. You're a racist. You're a racist.
We don't care. Quiet. Everybody. Quiet.
You're a racist.
Give me 1 second, Michelle. Are you saying? You're not saying you hate white men, are you?
I am saying I hate white men. And,
I tell you.
And can you?
She's a racist.
She's got a sickness. I wish she
I'm
was
a racist
okay, listen, Michelle, we're not going to
know why?
I don't care.
We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. I tell you what, do us all a favor. Do us all a favor. Do not vote for him.
Shut up.
No, you be quiet, Michelle. You be quiet. You be quiet. That's not right. You couldn't say that about black men or Indian men or anything else like that. I'm not sure why you think it's okay to say that about white men and to put all white men in the same category. It's not the right thing to do. Just like it's not to put all black men in a category, or put all Spanish men in a category, or Asian men or Indian men. It's not right. It's just not right. And just because somebody's white, I don't think they should take that kind of shit. Because if you said it that I hate black men, the thing would explode. No, it's not the right thing to do. You can have problems with certain, but you can't put everybody in the same box. Even I know you haven't seen all white men, but you said it. I hate white men. That's very definitive. And I'm not going to allow it on the panel. Now, on your show, if that's what you want to do, fine. Huh?
This woman is sick. This woman is sick, and I think I'm going to drop because I don't even want to listen to anything else she has to say.
Well, Mary, the thing is not to run away.
Hey, Denali. Hey, first off, thank you very much for calling balls and strikes. I appreciate that. I mean,
absolutely, we appreciate it.
You call it down the middle, balls and strikes. Thank you very much. Guys, I want you to pay close attention. This is the decency. This is the decency that they say belongs in the White House. This right here, what you have just witnessed for the last 10 minutes, that is the decency. Okay? So bear that in mind when you go pull that lever.
Yeah, well, I dropped her. I don't know. That's just the wrong thing to say. If she said black men, we definitely would have a different opinion on that. It's just not the right. It's not the right thing for this show because this show is very inclusive. You can have problems with certain. You have a problem with what Sir said. That's fine. He had a thing to say, and you disagree with it. Okay, no problem. But to say you hate all white men, I don't think that. I don't think that's not the right term. At all.
I only went in because she started with that white man stuff, and I'll be clear, you got the wrong one, because I don't know what spaces she's in and who's co-signing that BS. But you say that around me, I ain't gonna back down. I'm sorry, and I ain't gonna let you say it around about black men. I ain't gonna let you say it about nobody.
Right. It's
You
just
need
not
to.
the right. It's not the
So
right thing
so,
to do at all. So
and everybody in here, you did the right thing in saying and calling it out. And whoever's co-signing her, nah.
yeah, I
Whoever's
don't
in the
think
chat
anybody
co-signing her.
behind her. She can, like I said, you can have your opinion and things like that, but we're not gonna allow. I mean, listen. If she said it was a black man, I would have real. Anyway, it's just I don't know what's going on with people. I really don't. I don't know why she thinks that's okay to say. I haven't had those kind of interactions with her. I don't know if something happened and she's, having feeling about. I don't know what that's about. I really don't. I don't know. It's not. It's just ridiculous in my opinion. To say that. I'm just shocked.
In spaces.
She's
I
what?
don't know. I don't know her. I think there's something going on there. Maybe we don't, an experience or something. Because
Yeah, I don't know why she would think it's okay to say that because I know she wouldn't say about she hates all black men. That's my spidey sense doesn't like that. It's not right. It's not the right thing to say.
Well,
ahead,
the spaces that she hangs out, they think that kind of rhetoric is okay. They talk Project 2025 all day. They preach how horrible 2025 is. They talk about they just believe that nonsense. And the fact that she came on your live and thought it would be okay to say that is just astounding. We're all speechless. It's ridiculous.
I'm not sure where that came from. I don't know where that came from. Again, I don't think Sir was being disrespectful. I think he was being assertive. Because I've been called, oh, you're being aggressive. No, I'm not. I'm being assertive in what I think. And if you think this is aggressive, it's not. I'm being assertive. I'm standing where I am on my square, 10 toes down, and whatever my point is. That's assertiveness. That's not. Let me read what the definition, excuse me, of aggressive and misogyny. Misogyny. Hang on a second. Misogyny meaning. All right.
Here's the definition of misogyny: dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women.
Okay. Listen to that. Dislike of, contempt of, ingrained prejudice against, hate, women. She felt he was struggling against a thinly disguised misogyny. That's a sentence that they use. It's just
look up misandry. Look up misandry.
I will. Misogyny is the hatred of, contempt for, or prejudice against women. It can also refer to social systems or environments where women face hostility and hatred because they're women in a world created by and for men, historical patriarchy. All right, so I don't think Mr. Sir has displayed any hatred, dislike, or anything. He made an assessment based on the way that Michelle was being presented to him. He said, you don't look like or sound like you had any kind of male leadership. And that was his opinion. And he said it very assertively. I don't think he said it aggressively at all. And if aggressive meaning.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I bet Sir loves women.
Characterized by or resulting from aggression.
Okay. Aggressive. Ready or likely to attack or confront, characterized by or resulting from aggression. He's very uncooperative and aggressive. I didn't find it at all. What is the meaning of aggressive person? Marked by obtrusive energy and self-assertiveness, rude, aggressive personality, marked by driving forceful energy or initiative, enterprise. I don't know what that means. They're kind of confusing me with that. But,
Yeah, I got a problem with something that Sir said.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. We gotta laugh, y'all. Come on, we gotta get past this.
Aggressive, according to social psychology, describes any behavior or act aimed at harming, harming, that's a key word, a person or animal, or damaging physical property. I mean, I don't know. I think I think it's assertive. Let me read the assertive meaning.
And forceful personality.
So having or showing a confident and forceful personality. He had a particular opinion. He said what he said, and he stood on his square. I didn't find it to be aggressive at all. I really didn't. Maybe there's a thin line between being assertive and being aggressive, but in my opinion, he was very assertive in what he felt, and he said it, and he stood on his square. That's what I see. All right. Misogyny.
Misogyny.
No. What is that word you said, Billy?
Prejudice against
Misandry.
Misandry.
Yes.
I can't spell it, so I got to talk.
It's misogyny. That's how you state it.
prejudice against men.
Right. So it's the opposite of misogyny, which I thought dislike or contempt for or ingrained prejudice against men. Listen, I assume that she has misogyny against white men. She said she did. She said she hated them.
I think that's the case with most stuff. If people take a harder look at themselves before they start talking about other people, and it's specifically, and I apologize for bringing that up, but I wasn't going to sit here and listen to it either.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think that just because you're a white male, and had certain things were done, did certain things, and acted a certain way in history and things like that. I don't think that people should beat up on white males, nor black males, or anybody at all.
Mr. Denali.
Yeah.
Another thing, because I get into boxes in several different lives. I'm not afraid to talk, but I spend even more time watching. And something that always bothers me is when you get these regulars in different lives that always want to jump up and tell you not to cut them off, and they get real loud, but then they'll cut you off while you're talking. So she displayed that. And when that didn't deter me, then she went on to talk about a man is talking when I'm talking. Listen, man, woman, black, white, brown, yellow, whatever, handicap, able body. If you get in the box to talk, we're having a discussion. Sometimes it gets into sensitive topics, but we're all equal here. I don't want to hear this mess about because you're a woman that we can't talk and have a debate where sometimes we talk over each other. But she like I said, she picked the wrong one for that. Because I'm going to treat you with respect, and respect is treating you like you can handle yourself in your box. You don't need to appeal to the chat. You don't need to appeal to panel members. If you can't stand on what you're standing on, get out the box.
Right. All right. Okay. Let's.
I gotta bounce, Denali. I'm about to hit the gym and go work out my toxic masculinity. See you guys tomorrow.
All right, buddy. See you next time, buddy. See you next time. I can't catch a break sometimes, but it's okay. I'm the guy for the job to yield or to run this ship to being inclusive, even when people don't agree. So, well, Miss Vanna, did I let somebody talk over? I don't know who I let talk over. I think does it happen sometimes? Sure. I think everybody does it. Michelle did it to me a couple times. I didn't say anything, but she did do it to me. I was like, that's interesting. But, I let some things go sometimes. I'm not trying to always be the loud guy and everything like that. So,
you were glitched, Mr. Denali, you were glitched out, right? And I think another woman was speaking, and you came back in, and then you didn't even say nothing when you came back in the box. And in the middle of when she's speaking, Shell goes, "Hi, Mr. Denali." Like you're not even listening to what she's saying. Like you have no self-awareness.
It was like around 6 minutes. I was out. I couldn't hear anything. So
you missed a good conversation too. We was chatting too. I forgot what it was about, but we was going.
Yeah, I'll listen to it on the playback. But yeah, okay. So I think who? Oh, she was the one that was saying that there was hatred at the, and she's gonna have a live, and I probably will pop in to see what's going on over there. Miss Elena, how are you? Miss
I'm
Elena,
doing pretty well.
good. What's going on?
Recently, I am pouring
Wait, hang
through
on
that
one second
16.
before you. Hey, everybody! I want to give a special shout out to a person who become very fond of her live, her show, Sweetest Misery. She does a great job on her live. It's very calm. Sometimes after going through the shows that we have, I need something a little calmer. And I definitely have found that her shows to be very calm and soothing, and it brings me down. Sometimes in the morning, I spend some time over there just listening. So give her a follow. I think she does a great job. It's a very good energy and things like that. Her name, if you see her in the comments, her name is Sweetest Misery. Sweetest Misery. Go ahead and give her a follow. I follow her and I support her because, as I say, support is a verb. Just saying it is not enough. Sometimes we got to put some meat on the bone. So go ahead and give Miss Sweetest Misery a follow and her out. She does a great job. I'm really proud of her. She's trying to build her platform. So just give her a follow if you could and see if you like her stuff. But she does a great job. Great job. All right. Miss Elena, sorry to cut you off, but go ahead.
Lately, I've just been poring over the 16-page document that the Trump campaign released. And I'm just taking down notes, and I'm planning on doing this as writing down the main policy points for all three presidential candidates right now, and then being able to do like a compare and contrast.
Okay. Because you're voting for Trump, is that right?
I am currently planning on voting for Kennedy.
You going for Kennedy, RFK?
Yep.
Is that what you said?
I really like his policy points.
Okay. Why do how do you reconcile that? To me, it's a wasted vote because he can't win.
If everyone, sorry, there's a motorcycle coming by. If everyone believes and buys into the narrative that it's impossible for an independent candidate to win, an independent candidate will never win.
He can't win. He can't win in November.
Yeah, but my vote in New York is wasted anyway, no matter which way it goes.
No, I'm saying, but it's a wasted. Saying voting for Kennedy is a waste. You don't agree with that? If you want to win,
I don't
not
agree with
the whole
that,
protest vote and things like that.
I have hope in his policies.
Okay. No, I'm just, that's just my opinion. I like to vote for somebody who has a legitimate opportunity to win at this particular time. Maybe it'll happen in my lifetime. I'm not sure if a third party, can do it. It's always about the money and the name recognition. I think that, excuse me, I think someone who had the best chance that I have ever seen was probably Jesse the Body Ventura. He was the governor of Minnesota. I think that's the first time an independent has won that kind of office before. They've won senatorial and congressional. But I don't think anybody other than himself has been a true independent and won the governor's house or the governor's mansion. So, okay, go ahead, continue.
I have really been doing some research into what RFK's policies would be around when it comes to farming. He wants to revitalize our farming industry. He would make it his goal to have 40% of American agriculture be regenerative farming.
What does that mean?
So that means you don't go and buy seeds from someone who sells seeds. You use the seeds that grow on your farm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you go and wait, say it again.
You use the seeds that grow on the plants that come from your
Oh,
farm.
you just reuse the seeds. Gotcha.
And then,
Like recycling.
yes.
Got it.
And another thing that he's been, I'm talking about RFK Lolo. Another thing is that cover crops are a big thing that are coming up right now.
Okay.
And that's where before you plant your crop that is going to make you money, you're going to plant something like an alfalfa on top of, like, before in the beginning of the season. So I think it's radish, till radish. That they use to lay down over the top, and so they don't need to use pesticides and chemicals in the farming.
Got it. Anything else?
I think he has a very nuanced foreign policy position similar to that of JFK.
Okay, his uncle. Got it. Okay, so RFK for you. Is he on the ballot?
And he
in New York
speaks about
City?
the hope for the future, not the terribleness of the past or present.
Is he on the ballot in New York City? New York State?
Yes, he is on the ballot in New York.
Okay, great. Like our guy Montana, he has the right to vote in because RFK is not in Washington State. Excuse Denali, he's getting a little rambunctious over here. He doesn't like anybody walking on the grass, so he definitely will let them know you don't belong on the grass. So, okay, cool. Well, for Miss Elena, it's RFK. Montana's also voting for RFK. He's going to write it in because RFK is not on the ballot in Washington State. But we got
Hopefully
two
by
RFKs.
the time of the election comes, he'll be on all 50 states.
Oh, really? Is that true? I thought he had to be.
That's his legal team's goal.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. It'd be great if he can get on the debate stage. What does he need? 20% for 30 days straight to get on the debate stage, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a Venmo, or not a Venmo. They're not going to meet in person. Those debates.
A Zoom
meeting. Sorry. Fuck, I'm old,
No,
man.
I thought Trump would have been smart to have him as his VP, but I guess he didn't want to go in that direction.
Yeah, what would you do if he threw his support in for Donald Trump? What would you do with your vote then?
Oh, okay.
If RFK dropped out of the race and said, I'm supporting Trump because in this race of Democrat versus Republican, I would rather have the Republicans, I would probably vote for the Republicans.
Okay. All right. There you go. Miss Elena has spoken. Awesome. Love it. Miss Caroline, I know you've been quiet and you had a little bit with Miss Shell, so I want to give you an opportunity. Welcome. Oh, also follow Miss Caroline. She also does a live. I'm not sure your time, Miss Caroline. I know I've seen it at different times, but go ahead and give her a follow. She's all about the positivity and things like that. So she'd love for you to come up and share some positive stories about what's going on in your life and share positive stories. I think that's the theme of Miss Caroline's live. I was in there last night. It's very calm as well. So give her a follow. Go ahead, Miss Caroline.
Thank you very much. Yeah, me and Precious and Mr.RO were up pretty late sharing.
Oh, really?
Talking about life in general. Yeah, we had.
Good. Love it.
But I just wanted to say, when she made that comment about the RNC being all about this and that, the only thing I've seen has been wonderful, patriotic, loving. Amber Rose made me cry. Different people have, I don't even know if people are watching the same convention if they're talking about division and hate, because that's just not what I see. And I might be crazy. I've been accused of being crazy, but I just wanted to say that it's like when you're brought to tears over people's words about our country and what they think Donald Trump can do for our country, that's powerful right there. And so, I mean, I hate that other people hear the same words and hear something else. That's just baffling.
All right. Ms. Precious, would you like to jump in here? Ms. Precious? Maybe she's got some bars or something. Sir, would you like to say something? I know you probably at the gym working out.
No, I'm good. What kind of dog do you have?
He's a Rottweiler, 132 pounds right now.
Oh, I had 2 American Bulldogs for a while.
Okay. Wow.
Rottweilers. I like them big. The Rottweilers. I always look twice at. Like for some reason, I can't never read the Rottweiler.
Yeah, they're very he's he I would agree with you. He's very stealth. He doesn't let you know that he's there until he has to. But I've seen him doing it in the car. We're at the gas station, and he just lays, looks, and as soon as the person may go past, and he's like, "Arr!" So, and no one knows that he's there. So I love him. I love what he does for myself and my son. So he's here.
But
he's here.
Back to when I first came in and made the point, I just wish more people would actually watch the different things that are going on. There's my dog trying to get out. I wish they would watch the hearings, watch the speeches instead of seeing a clip from TikTok or a soundbite. Like you literally have people saying things like Donald Trump said to inject bleach, and that's repeated and repeated and repeated, and you never even saw the speech, and he didn't say that, and it's
well,
just
he did say in disinfectant, and he did
right. But that's different. That's different from saying what he said is a whole lot different than saying he told you to inject bleach.
Well,
but
he did say inject. He did say inject disinfectant.
Right, and he was talking to somebody. The point I'm making is if you don't watch what is said.
When we played the clip, and I played it probably 25 times.
Can I ask a question?
Why we're going to inject disinfectant as a way of cleaning the body. And if there's a way that we could bring the sunlight into the body to wash the body. He did say that. And listen, we did the numbers. I hate to even talk about it, but we did the research on it. And after he said that, a big, maybe it was 12%.
Oh, no.
Like, well, no, what?
Somebody put bleach on him, drank bleach or something?
Hang on a second.
Oh,
after he said that, 12% of poisonings went up in the country.
Oh, no.
After the president said that. Now, the thing I say is that the president, he has to understand his words have meaning, even if they're ridiculous. People look to him. Even Joe Rogan was telling people to take horse dewormer.
No, he said
Joe
ivermectin.
Rogan, podcaster.
No, he said take ivermectin.
Ivermectin. So, these words, listen, my opinion, Trump should be very careful with his speech because his speech is paramount to yelling fire in a crowded theater. His speech, my speech and his speech are not the same.
Can you agree that saying, can we put disinfectant in your body is different from saying he told you to inject bleach?
Okay, I'm going to play it. He said disinfect. He said inject it.
Same thing.
Those are the words. That's what he said. I mean, listen, we played it like 25 times
But
in the show.
who did he say it to?
He was at a press briefing.
Who did he say it to? So I watched the press briefing.
He said it
turned
Deborah Burks.
To America.
He turned and was asking Deborah Burks. He didn't look at the camera and say, American citizens inject bleach. But that is but it is semantics when you quote him wrong.
Okay, here we go.
No.
Why would the president of the United States? Okay, do you agree that his words have power?
Yes, and I agree. I agree. Words have power. So then, why not use the words he said? You use different words.
I'm going to play it. Everybody talk about something else, and I'm going to get it because this is the type of.
I have a question. I have a question for you, sir.
Yep.
Me?
Since you, I mean, because I don't, but I've heard a lot of things said by Donald Trump, and I try not to listen to too much that he says. That's where I come from. You know, that's how I look at it. But since you heard him a lot, has he ever said anything stupid, ignorant?
Yeah, everyone has. We all have in this live.
Okay. I'm just curious. If you pay that much attention, would he tell me some? Because I don't know.
Did you think I was going to say no?
No, I'm just curious. I want to hear it.
Can I just say I'm not ever here to like dig on anybody, anything like that, right? But like, if he said, you know, take bleach or disinfectant, I mean, like, would we even know what is better? like it's still just equally bad. Is my point. You know what I mean? Like he did say it. He said it.
And he said they were looking at doing something like that.
Play
he
the clip.
America.
It's not a hot mic though. He's at the podium addressing. You know, he's addressing the nation. Every time he's in front of a microphone, he's addressing the nation. You know what I mean?
But let's be clear. He was asking Deborah Birx. He was not addressing the nation, and he did not say American citizens inject
it wasn't
bleach.
a State of the Union, of course not. No, all right, never mind. Okay.
No, but the way it's characterized, when he stands at a podium, when Biden stands at a podium and says, you know, when he's yelling and scowling, Donald Trump's telling you to inject bleach. No, he did not.
I think that if Biden said that, we would say that he's brain dead, as they do now.
He did. He did. He says it. He just said it yesterday at the NAACP.
No. If Biden said what Trump had
everybody
said.
Quiet. Everybody quiet.
Got you.
Thank you. All right, here we go.
Reaction temperatures, climates, and surfaces. The findings confirm that.
Hang on, let me get the video. Sorry about that. 1 second. There we go. All right.
The virus survives better in colder and drier environments and does less well in warmer and more humid environments. And then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that.
He didn't even know what he's talking about right there.
Okay, so
he doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's just running.
That's fine. But the president's words have meaning.
I agree.
But Mr. Denali, he asked a question. He didn't make any statements.
Okay, never mind.
Listen. If his words have meanings,
Mr. Sir,
play it again.
I'm not going. Do I need to play it again? Do you agree?
Yeah, because words have meaning.
Should he have said that? Should he have said it?
I don't see anything wrong with what he said. I'll explain to you right now what he just said. He said what we've seen is they put disinfectants and it's
off camera
and it's killed the virus. No, it's not. It was the whole team spitballing right there for Americans to see, and that's what actual transparency looks like.
All right, here we
he
go.
did not look at anybody and tell you to inject disinfectant.
Today, the governor of Maryland had to warn citizens to not ingest or inject disinfectants into their bodies. This came after the state received more than 100 calls to its emergency hotline asking for guidance. And to be clear, that is dangerous. The warning came after President Trump suggested scientists look into disinfectants as a treatment, a way to internally cleanse the body. CBS's Paula Reed is at the White House. And Paula, what's the president saying tonight?
Nora, today the president tried to walk back his suggestion that humans could be injected with disinfectants to fight COVID-19. And he proposed this idea after listening to a presentation.
Come on, give him a break.
It was mentioned that bleach is effective against the virus on hard surfaces and in the air. President Trump claimed today he was just kidding when he suggested injecting disinfectant to fight coronavirus.
When I was asking to start casting a very sarcastic question to the reporters in the room about disinfectant on the inside.
But there was no trace of sarcasm when he said this Thursday night.
And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that.
Cameras captured Dr. Deborah Birx appearing to wince as the president made those remarks. The makers of Lysol issued a statement warning that under no circumstance should our disinfectant products be administered into the human body.
If people are listening to even a sarcastic remark like that could potentially be actionable, again, it could lead to people being harmed or killed. The president also wondered aloud about the prospects of UV light, shown to kill some viruses, but also to cause cancer.
Supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light. Yes.
Dr. Birx dismissed the suggestion.
That is a treatment. I've not seen heat or light.
I think it's.
But today, the president doubled down.
I like them now to look as it pertains to the human body.
The president has repeatedly clashed with his medical advisors.
You know, I don't agree with them on that.
And endorsed malaria drug hydroxychloroquine as a possible treatment.
We have some very good signs.
But today, the FDA warned people not to take the drug to treat COVID-19 outside of formal healthcare because it could cause life-threatening heart problems. Tonight, the president left his after just 20 minutes. That is a record. No questions from reporters. Nora, on your first. All
right, there you go. Right, I played it. I think it speaks for itself. Fine, sarcasm, whatever. His words have meaning. Here you go. All right. Anything else? Anybody?
I'm an uneducated MAGA supporter.
Oh, stop it, Miss Caroline.
I think he was just trying to clean the gene pool out, and it was like 3D chess.
Stop it. Everybody
thought about
everybody stop it.
That is some 3D chess right there.
Wait. The champ, you want the stuff public or you don't want? Oh, that's the health department thing? What is that? For light? Oh my God. Okay. All right. Listen. Okay. Yeah. Listen. Try not. I don't want things posted in the chat unless it's pre-approved, because I don't know what those things are, and I want to make sure that we're not giving out anything that we haven't approved of. Okay. So just ask one of the producers, and I got you, but I don't know that source. So you got to ask for myself or one of the producers, or putting something like that in the chat. I'm not sure what that is, and we need to check it out before we put it in the chat. Okay. Thank you. I don't know what that is. All right. Whew. Boy, oh boy. Nothing. People get. I mean, there's a lot of stuff with Trump and oh my goodness. All right.
Are you asking in general or on that bleach topic? Cause
what in general? What?
Oh, you just said nothing. Like you were looking for somebody to talk about something.
No. Someone put a link in there talking about light therapy in sunlight therapy in the chat.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know that source, so I don't know if I don't want things like that said. Because I don't know what that is.
It's kind of just Denali's worried that he's going to contribute to the cleansing of the gene pool.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that. Okay?
That's what's going on right there.
Everybody's gonna say it was in Mr.Denali's live. I did it.
He did it. It's like Trump, dude.
Yeah, I don't want.
He's trying to clean the gene pool out.
I don't want that.
Hey, Denali,
I want everybody to live long. Yes, sir.
Denali, the bigger point that I was making is more often than not, we don't actually watch it when it's said. We have zero context, and then we go on and start, and I've done it, we go on and then start to parrot things that we've heard. And you know how the telephone game goes. It gets farther and farther away from the actual truth, the farther it goes. So my suggestion all the way back to Shell was, I suggest that you watch these things so that you can say what you saw, what you heard, instead of kind of taking some clips or some sound bites, or that's where the whole thing started, and that's how we got on that bleach topic.
Right, got it. Okay, great.
I agree, sir. I think we all been there.
All right, we're doing fantastic on the likes. We got shadow banned again for something that we said today. I got a restriction here. We fought through it yesterday, and we got to fight through it again. Yeah. Ay. Ridiculous.
You don't know who did it? You can't figure that out?
No, it doesn't tell you who did it. It tells me the time, and I got to remember what it was. I don't know.
It's the real agents of chaos that don't want us to have actual productive discourse.
Yeah, and TikTok uses an AI. Certain words are they're very against. You know what I find funny with TikTok is that they say that the government's trying to silence them, but they do nothing but silence people on the app all day long. So it seems a little hypocritical to me.
That's a tactic.
Don't look at what I'm doing. Just look at what I say.
I'm not going to talk about it. I won't say anything about this.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's really weird. So we got it last week. We got one, I think, Monday. It's just enough.
I couldn't find you. I got a notification that you were on earlier, and then I went and looked on the follow page, and you weren't there, and you weren't on the For You, so I had to go back to my inbox where you had sent an invite. That's how I found you today.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. No reason. We fought through it, I thought, but it looks like we're back on it again. I don't even know what I said. How are they stifling or muting the most inclusive guy on the TikTok? You should warn me, because I'm letting everybody say what they need to say. I tell you, my life would be so much easier. The show would be so much easier if I just made it an echo chamber. I have no intention of doing that, but it would be so much easier. I wouldn't have to listen to anything.
I'm not gonna lie, you're right about that, because I've listened to you for about 20 minutes the other day, like I told you earlier when I talked to you, and I didn't know which way you lean. Actually, I'm not even sure right now, to be honest with you. I mean, I think I know, but whatever. It's
Exactly.
not even, but no, I do.
I think one of the mistakes I made early is that I told people who I was voting for. I think I should have kept it a secret. If I was an evil mastermind, I would have just kept it a whole secret.
Yeah, we live and we learn.
But it is what it is. I got to stand on truth, so that's what I do. I try to be as transparent.
I was like, damn, he going crazy over here, but then I'm like, wait, he going crazy? I'm like, what's up with this dude?
Yeah, I can go crazy on anything. Let me tell you, if you go on my page, I got everybody bent into a pretzel.
No, you probably remember the day I'm talking about. I think
MAGA, Democrat, doesn't matter.
I think it was a day or two ago. You probably remember. You got so hot at somebody. I forget what it was about. If I think for a second, I probably remember. But you got hot. They was telling you to calm down. You mad about something.
It happens, man. People set me off, and I just go down a hole.
Oh, no. He said you were, somebody said that you were, damn. It was one of them words where, you, disingenuous.
Oh, disingenuous? Yeah, I remember that guy. I was disingenuous. Me, I'm like, you got to be, see? No, let me stop.
Yeah.
Because that's the word I hate.
That's the day I met you. We didn't meet each other, but I met you that day.
Yeah, disingenuous. I'm like, get out of here. Drives me nuts. People know how to set me up. Talking about my hair and saying I'm disingenuous are two ways surely to get me set off. I don't have a lot. Listen, I've told people I would do the show with an astronaut helmets on, but they told me I can't do it because they say people like to see my expression. So,
there you go.
But I would really wear an astronaut helmet. I really would have a little visor and put it up and down.
Right. Disingenuous day. That's the day I met you. I was dying. You mad as hell.
Yeah, people just drive me nuts. They use these words and they don't even know what they mean. Drives me nuts. Anyway,
I just saw something. I just saw something on the news. The whole thing with whether or not that they'll replace Joe Biden. The Democrats put out a list of 4 people that they say would poll better than Joe Biden, and I found one of them was interesting. It's Wes Moore. He's the new governor of Maryland.
Moore from Virginia.
Yeah. No, Maryland.
Stop.
Maryland. Maryland. No,
I know. That's what I'm saying. I found it interesting that they included him in that list.
He's a black guy, right?
Yeah. Young black guy. He got a great story, but
he can't win. He can't win right now. No. America's not ready for a black president again right now.
We're talking 12 years.
Now, I tell you, I said I've been calling for this to happen. I like Whitmer, I like Newsom, and I like Hakeem Jeffries. I think Hakeem Jeffries as VP and Newsom as the top of the ticket. I think that's a win.
I couldn't handle Hakeem Jeffries' hand movements. He everything he say, he's like doing kung fu with his hands. He got to chill with that.
I like Newsom. I just don't think him on a tick. Just because of California. And it's not even so much about California. It's just the...
Raxy, come on up, Raxy. Raxi
just what it looks
2.0,
like.
go ahead and push the button. Invite Raxi 2.0 up. I need to have a conversation with her. Please. All right. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down and give the box to somebody else. Thank you for having me. I love to return. Sorry
Absolutely.
sorry for turning up the volume a little bit, but
No,
it
you're
was
fine.
You're
Fine.
fun.
Don't worry.
All
I
right.
can handle
Thank
the
you.
volume.
I'll
right.
be
Great,
back.
sir.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, Raxi, let me know when you are. I need to, I need to have a conversation with you, or you can inbox me when you're able to come up. Inbox me, and we'll get you an invitation to come on up a day when you're not working. Okay, thank you. All right. Oh, there you go. I want to have a conversation with Raxi. Let's see, and then talk to her. Let's see, we do this and then do this. There you go. Raxi. All right, there you go. All right, so we're gonna close out here in a minute, a little bit. I got some other things I need to take care of. Thank you, Miss Precious. Thank you, Miss Precious. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so that's the deal. I don't know. Oh, Miss Lane. So that's what we got. I don't know.
Have a nice evening.
Last night of the convention, right? Or is it one more night? Tomorrow's the last night? 4 nights. So is it 3 or 4? I can't remember. Is this the last night of the convention? RNC?
Bobby Trump talks tomorrow night.
Okay, JD speaking tonight. Right?
Correct.
And you're a JD fan, right? Or you wanted Byron Donald? Which one were you?
No, I'm not. It doesn't even roll off my tongue correctly. I got a problem with Vance.
What is that? Because he's a never Trumper?
Oh no. I have a problem with that he voted for Hillary in 2016, and I have a problem with he was an Obama lover.
I gotta go. Have a nice night.
You too, Montana. Appreciate you, brother. So you have a problem with the Obama effect, and he voted for Hillary.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I'm sure you'll hold your nose and vote for Trump.
Well, I don't trust anybody that graduated from Yale.